Hey, if you haven't checked in already, please check in for the tournament. You guys probably saw the vote that was happening, right? So obviously I did a vote. That vote allowed everybody to choose the tournament we wanted to run for this week. So week 1, we are running Uni. Week 2, we are running Skullgirls. And then after that, we'll see what we're going to run for CEO. The winners of these tournaments get a free trip out the Combo Breaker, which is pretty nice. Then the next 3 tournaments, they get a trip out to CEO, which you see down there. There's a lot of really good players in this bracket. Ooh, I think our first 2 players are actually ready to go too. Nice. This thing, yeah. Alrighty, chat. Welcome to the first match here. Hope everybody's been chilling, relaxing. I know, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Sorry, chat room. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys could see it. I don't think you could, but it's Mr. B versus, it's supposed to be Defiant, but it's Defi of the Natural Born, which is, you know, I understand. We've all been there playing a lot of Elden Ring lately, so I understand. It's like such a good name because, you know, we've all been there, like fighting Crucible Knights, fighting for our lives, just trying to vibe out here, and this jerk just rolls up on her. So we're just like, dude, defy Natural Born of the Delay. What a sick name, dude. It really cracked. No! Doom, doom, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Uni's such a great game, chat. I love this game. I think it's really, really fantastic. If you don't or haven't tried Uni before, I highly recommend it. And I'm also really happy that we got lucky enough that our first, you know, match, our first like game that we got to run here for a tournament was Uni. Uni is great. Okay, Chad said this. We can. And then we can get rid of. You love to see it, actually. It looks great. So thanks for that, Chad. It's very nice of you. Yeah, this game's great. I mean, these 2 characters, if you're not familiar, they're pretty straightforward. I think both Hyde and Orie. Although, to be honest with you, I feel like I see a little bit less Hyde these days. Like, this is a character I used to see a lot of, but I feel like I see him less and less these days when I watch tournaments. He is, you know, your pretty typical Shoto character, Shoto anime protagonist, right? Solid pressure. He can put you in a bad spot. Yeah, he puts you in the corner. He does TK Fireball. You're just stuck there. Goes for pressure after. He has a great Rekka. Really useful for not only conversions, but in the corner when you have to guess in situations and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna do Rekka, and then I'm gonna do CS and then make you guess on the stalling mix-up. Good old anime protagonist with a katana. Ooh, that should be a big punish. Yeah, the high counter punish. 2C starter. Not gonna kill, but the damage is great, and you get a knockdown here. Ooh, caught out of the air on the assault, so no confirm. Rising jump A. And the cross up out of the corner here. The one thing though is that Orie here is gonna win Vorpal for sure, as long as, oh no, you don't get hit. Should be an easy peasy kill. Damn, you hate to see it. When you look at the bottom of the screen there, right, you can see there's the grid at the bottom, and winning the grid is such an important part of this game, right? So when you win it, it allows you to freeze the screen during an activation, and then that allows you to, you know, react to whatever your opponent's doing and then punish with like an anti-air or a DP or whatever you want to do. So in situations like that where you're just chilling and you're about to win it and then you just get hit, it feels so bad. As you can see here, it's glowing blue, bottom right. That means Defiant has it, and you can just activate it for your combo extensions, or you can bail off, get the easy peasy kill. Nicely done. Man, that first game was like so funny because the first round, everything was like really fine, and then you just get exploded, and you hate to see it. I mean, if you carry over bar from the first round too, being able to start with like spending bar on Fireball right away, get the lockdown, get into the corner, get a hit, it's like, well, pretty rough spot to be. Yeah, if you're familiar with other games, like it's like a Killer Instinct activation or like a Street Fighter V-Trigger activation where the game freezes and that freeze allows you to act. Oh man, barely got it. See that freeze right there, right? So if there's situations where, you know, you're in a bad spot on defense, you can just sort of mash the CS and then get the freeze, and then you're just in a great spot to react. Oh man, gets hit by the overhead. Yeah, combo off the thrust. Not too much damage, but still a pretty good spot. That sucks. Yeah, he gets the combo off his throw in the corner there. PRM. I love Hyde. Really cracks me up. This character is so funny. There's something about him that just really makes me laugh. Like, I don't know if it's the voice lines or it's the mustard yellow jacket, but Man, TRM again. If you're not going to break those, that's free damage all day, right? You'll take it. Might be able to kill with some bar. Yeah. Not quite. And the DP on Wake Up? Of course. You know what's funny? Is I feel like as a spectator, you could sniff that DP from a mile away. And bar to spend here. You hate to see it. That was one of those DPs where you're like, you know, you should be dead right now. And like you're just like, I'm gonna let it rip. And like you do it and you're like, well, I understand. It's fine. So round on the board for Mr. B. Although to be honest, it has looked really favorable for Defiant so far. You didn't have to do 3 assaults in a row, by the way. That was unnecessary roughness. Completely unnecessary, but we'll take it. That's just how you feel. I suppose that's true. This is a pretty rough spot. At this point, oh, could have maybe CS there to save yourself, but doesn't go for it. Yeah, and the cycle has been pretty consistently won here for Defiant, so you have to feel pretty good about that, I think. Like, you don't really have to worry about it, although that's going to change here in a second. Bit of zoning, and yeah, it gets clipped. Had the CS, kind of, you're running out of time, right? The grid is about to go back around, and if you lose Vorpal there, then maybe you're going to get hit by something. Wow, did that trade with the lunge, or was that her far B? At round start? Okay, yeah, you have so much to work with here if you just survive and don't get grid broken or something. Okay. I was just gonna say, please don't like get thrown and then get grid broken and then be put in a bad spot or something like that. But it seems like honestly, Mr. B hasn't had a good chance to like move and get out of this pressure so far. It's been kind of stuck by just using these far normals, canceling in a fireball, backdash. A good spot in the corner. I love that Defiant just waiting. Was just like, let me just relax, see what you're gonna do. I don't need to go for anything here. Nice. I love the back jump and then just escaping over it. Good block until the second little bit, and that is one apiece, just like that. It really felt like Mr. B was in complete control, and then that DP happened, and then it was like, Defiant was in complete control. Then that DP happened, and you're like, uh-oh. Why is it 1-1 now? You know what I mean? You're like, uh-oh. You were looking great. You were like about to, you know, maybe close it out. The set was yours, and all of a sudden now you got to be a little bit worried. Yeah, that late shield there. So you saw Defiant not hit any buttons, not go for anything. Third hit on the Rekka, gets the pickup afterwards. Doesn't hold the corner there. I think maybe respecting the CS when she was going to land. Oh, nothing off the lunge, too. That's unfortunate. Oh, had the counter hit starter, but didn't confirm in any damage. I think at this point, too, like, you know, yeah, I was going to say, you kind of have to wait for a lunge into CS, right? It's such a common option for Orie. I mean, it's really good. She just goes for it, and you just have to respect it. It's kind of like what you call, like, a why not move in fighting games. You know what I mean? Where something is so good that it's just why not. Like, you have meter to spend on something, and it's like just a free check all the time that you could just do. And there's a lot of moves like that in every game. Watch, challenge, it's 5A after. Lands into the CS. Yeah, and you have to block here. Blocks the overhead. Nice. That was great. Good defense. Was totally ready for it. It's a pretty common thing to be put in, so you'd love to see it. Yeah, pretty common round start. Oh, and the veil off right away. And just wake up throw right after, too. Just no respect. Oh, and nothing really. Dumped all that bar for not very much, to be honest. But when the veil off hits, I mean, you're in a pretty good spot anyway, so, you know, it doesn't matter too much. Ow, that really hurts. Even off the reverse beat. 3K on the drop combo. I mean, you'll take that damage. And there's a throw in the corner. You get the combo off this. I had meter too, but it didn't end up doing too much. I mean, Defiant looks so comfortable here. Even after that second game didn't work too well. Yeah, and at this point, it just feels like Mr. B has not been able to get much started. Yeah, no go there. Everything's whiffing. All right, air-to-air looks good. The knockdown here goes for pressure, just looks low. And a little tick throw afterwards, too. Same situation. We see the low that time. Doesn't go for the overhead. The defense has been so good, honestly. I mean, it's been hard to find hits here that really matter. Yeah, and you're running out of life there. You're getting lower and lower, getting chipped out to the point where like the next hit's gonna kill you no matter what. Well played there for Defiant. Looked pretty good the whole time. I gotta say, I was a little bit worried after that DP, if I'm honest with you, but it all worked out. This game is like really, really fun. I highly recommend it to people. I think it's one of my favorite fighting games, and the only detractor from most people is the lack of good online, right? The thing is, though, is that the offline scene for the game is really, really good, and the numbers they're still putting up are quite similar to a lot of other games out there that have been out for, to be honest, a much shorter time. Like, Uni numbers are great, and even though the online play is not fantastic, you'll probably find people in your region that are willing to play. I mean, I played the game online for a long time, and it's one of those things where you can go back and watch like matches or tournaments for this game. I mean, just a few months ago, it's Frosty Faustings, and that tournament was great. I highly recommend it. I love watching Uni. I think the game is incredible. The player in my lobby is named I6B in 5 frames. It's OmniDeag versus AJarIsAJar. Not to say Eltnum. Oh, are you gonna pick the song, or are we gonna get stuck with Nanase theme? I said this yesterday, but it's impossible to tell how stacked the bracket is because all these Zoomers with their... Yeah, the problem is everybody's name is all over the place. Like, it's hard to... You know, that's a common issue with running any online tournament. I'm sure everybody at Smash GG knows this. I'm sure all my TOs know it. I'm sure all you know it. People just enter as things that are not their actual name. You really just ran up and did it 6 feet right away. Okay. That's good. It's good to know. Gets the reload. Counter hit confirmed. Just really ran up and let the overhead rip. You know, that is how it goes. Stagger pressure. Oh no! Gets guard broken on the 2B. And, you know, there's not very many normals that I find as truly, like, repulsive as Eltnum 2B. That move is like, when you don't know what's happening and you're just in a scramble, Eltnum 2B is one of those moves you hit where it just does it. You know what I mean? It just does everything. And you're like, oh god, I'm dead. That move is so good. It's such a good move to challenge with in weird scenarios. Confirm off this. Gets the gunshot. Has bullets to spare, actually. Didn't get a reload at the end. Oh, the 2C. Ah! That's not good. It's gonna be pretty bad here in the DP after the CS. Nice. Dude, that's the benefit. You know, I was talking about the screen freeze earlier. The benefit of having winning Vorpal and having situations like that is you can freeze the screen, see what your opponent's gonna do, and then get a free DP there to win the round, right? Reload here at the end. And you can see those charged bullets up in the top right by Eltnum's name, right? It's really important that this character not only hits you and gets snowballing like this, but then you have the charged bullets. Gives you better pressure. It's like a really huge advantage for this character. Reloads at the end, and just math on wake up. Nice little call out. Yeah, delayed CS there. Doesn't do it right away. Oh no, the counter hit gunshot. And wins the cycle because of it too. Oh, you hate to see it. The little challenge there, and that'll do it. Man. You hate to see it. It was all looking okay, and then it didn't work out there at the last second. I think I need to swap the names as well, right? Let me update the score. Let me get that fixed there, chat room. Is that active reloading in a fighting game? Yes. The post-advantage active reload from Gears of War was stolen from a little game called Uni, and you can find it in here. It's right there. You thought that this was the, you thought Gears of War was the first game to have a Kung Fu flick, but you haven't seen the characters in this game. Oh, you hate to see it. That's the classic. When Eltnum has meter, you have to watch for the fast overhead, especially you get guard broken or grid broken at the end. You're like, oh god, this sucks. And the run-up throw to get the job done. You hate to see it. You hate to see Anya drop the hammer. That is actually Nanase's voice actor, yeah. What's that character's name? Marcus Phoenix. That's who Nanase's voice actor is. Same guy. Well-known fact. That's where they got active reload from. 2B, I told you, chat room. You just hit 2B and all your problems go away. It doesn't matter what's happening. Oh, this is huge too. You can just go for anything and then go for CS here. Yeah, the throw, runs up, challenges. You cannot move there. You're stuck. You know, you want to try to wiggle after a throw break. Not in this game, right? If you tech, you have advantage. So you can run up and do whatever you want to do. Counter hit. 200 meter to spend here. I mean, you're chilling. This is lights out. The big blast. Easy peasy. Well done, OmniDeag. Yeah, you're dead. That'll do it. Well done. Wait, did you all think OmniDeag was player 1 that whole time? I'm so sorry. In the lobby, OmniDeag was like the first player to join. So I assumed, oh, OmniDeag will be on player 1 side. But AJarIsAJar was not enough for OmniDeag. Too ready. Vlog buff song. Okay, I'm assuming this is Fox. It should be Londrekia, I'm assuming, unless Fox is going to play something else. Or Vatista, I guess. Vatista's also on the table. Okay, let me get that switch. Yeah, Fox plays Vatista and also plays... Oh my god, that horrific part. Fox plays Vatista and also plays Londrekia. I mostly feel like I see Fox play Londrekia now, but you know, maybe he plays a bit of both. I don't know. Yeah, the names on Smash GG are not always the best to get an idea. So Krave with the first hit here. If you're not familiar with these characters, right? I mean, I'm sure a lot of you, if you've watched Uni in the past, know about Wagner, right? Wagner is the rushdown character. I mean, people meme about her plus frames. You hate to see it. That was a huge whiff. Oh no. You know, she is kind of like the offensive, get in your face and harass you character, right? She has great, like super strong offense, lots of ways to put you in a lot of block stun and just run, strike throw, and has a actually pretty decent overhead option as well. Like, she's just the character that gets in and owns you. Come on, man. And on the other hand, Vatista, strong zoning character, has a flash kick, has a dive kick, has really good zoning, and also really good offense. This character is incredibly strong. Very annoying, as I'm sure you've just noticed. Yeah, good projectiles, has the beams, has the fireball, has a flash kick, has a dive kick. Really annoying character to deal with. For sure. And I mean, you see it here. Oh, that's unfortunate too. Just right at the end, you're just waiting the whole time. The nice thing about characters that zone in games like this is normally for Uni, right? If you're fighting a character like this, you can win Vorpal by shielding whatever projectiles or whatever pressure they're doing, and then you can use that to get CS and then blow through whatever they're doing with a, you know, super or something after. The problem though is if you don't know the gaps, which is what we're seeing here, then there can be issues where you're like, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing, and then that happens, and you're like, oh, I see. That's not quite right. Yeah, the right answer, right? I see. But that is the benefit, right? In theory, you can shield stuff and then use your EXs to just like go through them and be chilling. But it doesn't always work out that way, as you saw. Yeah, gets the hit low right away. And you're in a bad spot. This is the problem with this character too, is not only does she control the space like so well on the screen, yeah, you're gonna lose the cycle here, but I don't think you really care that much if you're Fox off. You're just, you know, you're so comfortable. And like, not only that, but it's not just the pressure that's been working out so well, it's like in neutral, there's been very few times where there has even been a threat, and those drops, you really hate to see them, you know what I mean? When you're fighting a character like this as Wagner, you have to get in and make the hit count, right? If you hit Vatista, oh man, it gets grid broken off the dive kick. Ouch. If you're fighting this character Vatista, you need to hit her, and you really need to make your hits count, right? But if you have these kinds of drops, they can really, really hurt you because you need the pressure to get going and then get in and then run whatever your offense is. But it's really tough, honestly, you know, against someone who's so skilled at basically every part of the game. And obviously one of the favorites for this tournament, so it's not going to be easy. Alright, so wins Vorpal again. You have CS to work with. You got meter to work with. I think if you're Krave here, it's not the end of the world. Although pretty soon, you're actually going to lose Vorpal here, which is a shame. Didn't even have a chance to activate it. Or I guess had a chance, but chose not to. Yeah, and the run-up throw for the kill. Very well played. Nicely done from our first seed. Can you believe they buffed Blob? Yeah, throws are chunky in this game. They do quite a bit, actually. There was a lot of, like, throw OSs to help you avoid getting thrown in this game. And for the defender, it's a pretty big reward if you actually throw tag. It is the real Tom Clancy. Yeah, Hyde, Phonon. It's kind of similar idea to the matchup we saw earlier. Hyde, as I mentioned, you know, you can think about him as your normal Shoto protagonist in an anime game, right? He's got a sword. He has pretty good fireball, pretty good movement, good damage, good pressure, got a DP for defense. Phonon is like your, you know, obviously she's got a big whip. She's like the big zoning character. She can put a lot of, you know, kind of pressure on you via her ability to control space on the screen, right? So she's got these like really solid normals, both air to air and on the ground, to catch you moving into her space. You can see it there. Like, I mean, this is what the character does, right? And this game has reverse beats, which you just saw there. She did this long string and then she whipped her 2A at the end. So you can do your biggest move into your smallest attack in this game, right? So for that reason, you know, it's very interesting that you find moments where like zoners can do their big, you know, C or heavy normals that are going the full screen and then do like your 2A after and just, you know, be slightly negative and reset the position and then attack you again. So it can be very annoying to deal with, but we saw right away. Tom Clancy got in, got the knockdown, was chilling. I don't even know what the last Tom Clancy game was, to be honest. Ooh, that is a punish. It's not that big of a starter, but more importantly, you get the hit into the corner for pressure here. Ooh, and the veil off. That's the worst too, when it's not an immediate veil off, it's like it caught the dash up in that case. Veil off, costs you meter. It's a pretty common defensive option for characters that don't have good defense. It gets you out just fine. Look at the Vorpal. Good lord. You have a million meter on your side. Out of the corner. You love to see it. Look how much meter that built by CS thing. Like, over 100 meter. Really easy peasy. Oh, that is gonna hurt. That should be the kill here with meter, I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe not quite, actually. And the third, if it's not the first or the second, it's gonna be the third 2A that gets the job done for Tom Clancy. Really, I feel like the pressure didn't even have to be too fancy. It was just like, if I go in and hammer you with 2A, 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 eventually it's gonna hit, you know. I just go low over and over. And some people will get hit there trying to like throw tech or trying to jump or trying to escape or whatever. You just go 2A, 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 just go low, 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 and you'll be good. This guy writes novels and plays Uni? Well, it's not fair. Sometimes in this world, all the talent goes to one person. You ever see somebody, you're like, how come you're so good at 9 different things and I can't be good at one thing? That's who Tom Clancy is. Yeah, I like the shield and then goes for the challenge after, but there's a trade and Tom Clancy gets the better of it. Yeah, meter to dump here too. Oh, bit of a miss though. Unfortunate. I don't think it's going to matter too much. I mean, you won Vorpal and man, you're going to win it again. Well, not quite. Oh, the DP whiff. One Vorpal and then afterwards got the hit anyway, so it didn't end up mattering. Oh no, that could have been a big starter. You hate to see it. Yeah, just gets the raw Rekka, the confirm afterwards. Runs up, challenges with that 2B. Good block, actually. And then the air-to-air pickup. Although, in this case, I think you're okay. If you're Kokuren in this situation, you know, you've been blocking well until that point. I was going to say you have CS available, and then it didn't work out. 2A, 2A hits. No confirm, though. And there's a challenge. Ooh, drops. You hate to see it. Okay, grid break. Grid breaks happen, if you don't know, chat, when you try to shield, you know, a move, and they do an attack that's not of the level you're shielding. So let's say you're crouch blocking, you're shielding, and they do an overhead, or you're stand blocking and you're shielding, and they do a low. You'll get grid broken, which means, you know, you can't win the cycle. You're not involved in this Vorpal cycle until it goes all the way back around, and then it'll come back. So it's really important. It's usually a really big swing. You also lose access to everything on the same button as shield, so you cannot assault or anything like that, which is quite big. As we get around on the board, Kokuren doing pretty well. Yeah, you can also throw a shield, exactly. And then you can get hit by Veil off or whatever, too. Runs up. Good block on the assault, actually, too. Ooh, whiff on the Rekka. I was just gonna say, barely about to win the cycle. Gets hit by that quick assault. It's the worst part because it looked like they stood up right until the last second. Block on the Veil off, and there is the punch. Yeah, it should be good damage. I think you gotta dump some meter here soon, though, no? Like, I feel like at this point, if you're Tom Clancy, 2 hits on the Rekka, goes for the stagger after. Gets the easy peasy confirm. Oh no, the drop! Not a back throw though. So just gets reset back to mid-screen. No super for the knockdown either. Oh, and the DP. Isn't that the classic? You're just like, oh, I'm gonna go and fall for this mix-up. I'm gonna like fall for empty low, fall for this, fall for, and then you fall for the DP. Ah. You're like, let me just do a little empty jump low, and it doesn't work out. Tom Clancy was ready. Writing up best-selling novels while working. Ah, speaking of which, you know, chat, I talked with a few people in the community who helped do seeding for this. And I got the SOS that was like, well, we got a top player VTuber signing up for your tournament, signed up right the last second, and it was Remi Celeste. Some of you probably familiar with Remi for Axel play, right? Everybody's like, oh, I know Remi, the Axel player, right? Apparently, in a past life, was quite a good Uni player. And Remi, before the tournament, by the way, I went into Remi's chat, and Remi was like, haha, I don't even play this game anymore. I don't really know how to play. Well, guess who's in the 3rd round of winners in my tournament already? There's Remi Celeste. Hilda player, which makes sense if you know that Hilda is like a zoner, similar to Axel in that way. She wants to control space on the screen. You all know how that goes. Let me get the names swapped here. Remi Celeste was like, I don't even play this game anymore. I'm just a VTuber playing some Uni, haha. Meanwhile, in the 3rd round of the tournament, I think this is already winners top 16 or so, or top 32, I think actually is where we are in the bracket. 2 rounds from top 8 already. Who runs up, finds the easy peasy 2C into the confirm. Yeah, I feel like this might end up being a bit tough though for Remi if Mario gets in, because Mario, first of all, really strong player, right? And a very strong character on your hand. And when you get in against a character like Hilda, her defensive option is not great, right? It's not the best. So you have to be careful about a situation like this where, you know, you get clipped, she gets in, she puts you in a bad spot, you're stuck in block stun, and then it's over. You know, this is the kind of character that can really steamroll you. Yeah, goes for the veil off of the strip, and you're in a great spot. Oh no, the wake up veil off, the Hilda player classic. That's what they do. All Hilda players wake up veil off, eat hot chip, and lie. Okay, chat? Yep. Nice thing about having the CS right there. You get the DP, and you get the kill. Get the freeze frame, you'd love to see it. Is this the Street Fighter player, Mario? It's the character from Melty Blood. Yeah, knockdown here. Gets the orb out. Mix up, goes for the low. You can actually go overhead or low there. There's a charge jump option, or you can go for the 2A on the landing and go for the low. That time we saw Remi go for the throw, which I think is a great adjustment to keep that option present, you know. Ooh, gets hit by the rawest assault. Ooh, and the stagger pressure. I love this stagger pressure. Notice that Mario was trying to see if Remi on defense was going to go for any OSs, was going to challenge. There was like a delayed shield, pretty common, so I like that Mario just went 2A, wait a second, then go for the assault to catch the crouch block. Nice shield, and Remi was really ready. This is someone who's so dastardly. Says, I haven't played the game in a while, I don't know what I'm doing. Good block on the overhead. Orb out, runs up. Oh, baited the veil off. Has meter. This should be a kill, I think, maybe even without spending anything. Yeah. Nicely done. Man, Remi really surviving. Yeah, definitely, I don't even play this game smile. Oh, the anti-air. And perfectly spaced. I love that little walk back to let Mario think, okay, it's your time to challenge. I'm going to get some space. I'm going to go for some zoning, whatever, right? And then just get the immediate challenge. Falling low. That mix-up is so dastardly. All right, pressure again here. I love the dash block up. So you notice that the little spikes from the projectile didn't hit there because very smartly Mario dashed forward to make it whiff. There's the overhead. The shield after. Look at the cycle here. This is going to be miserable here. We're going to see the activation. Oh no, the net play special. Overhead again. The blocks have been great, but we just have not seen Mario get in. And you know, every little bit is so important here at this point, right? Oh, the DP. Runs up, gets the assault. This could be the beginning of the end. This is how it goes. Has the sword buff. Air to air. Oh, invalid combo too. No. It's not Strive. You gotta hold a button to attack. Has both buffs. Nice block from Remi. So ready. is a scary spot to be. Gets hit low. This should be the kill. Oh, no. There it is. Oh my god. That's what I'm talking about. Remember when I said every little bit matters? That is what I'm talking about. You're just vibing, living your life, 80% lead. This character gets in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's what Wagner does, right? She's very, very scary. Very, very scary for that reason. And Remi was doing a great job holding space and just honestly, I think playing the matchup quite well, and then that's just how it happens sometimes, right? As a zoner, you sort of have to accept that that is your reality, though. No, like, you can play 80% of the match fine and then be hit and then die. That's sort of the nature of the game. To A, confirm. Remi, again, looking great in this, really controlling everything. Feeling great. Oh, gets the cycle too, stealing it. But the funny thing is yeah, so the choice there, and this is why the strategy of Uni is so fun. Remi stopped attacking to concentrate and build bar to win the cycle. But what that ended up doing is meaning that Mario got to run up and just find an assault that hits. So even though Remi won Vorpal, like, you give up screen space to do it, and that can matter long term whether you give up the resources or whether you want to win the cycle. You know, you're giving up screen space for really an imaginary resource if you never get to use it. Ooh, try to get the air to air confirm a little late, and Remi finding a stray hit there to get the job done. Nice block too. I think that's the most important part about this matchup, is a lot of it is understanding that you can be quite patient. You're not really dying too badly when Hilda's pressuring you from full screen. And maybe even more importantly, that you, oh man, the veil off, is that you need to shield and just kind of win the cycle and play it slow. That's normally the strategy against Hilda. You sort of accept that you're going to take a bit of chip, accept that you're going to take a bit of damage, but you're okay winning the cycle and then getting the hit. Oh, and finds the 2C. This is actually quite a lot of damage. That, I mean, just raw 2C starter. Look at the damage on this with the buff. Oh my god, she just exploded. Gets both buffs too. This is so bad for Remi. And the throw. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, 5,000, almost 5,200 damage. Well, runs up at the start. Just ready for the challenge. That was a great check from Remi to be ready with 2A. On round start, run all the way up. Mario's been playing the round starts a bit safer, you know, a bit slower. Not quite challenging that heavily at the beginning. Block on the veil off. The Hilda player classic. Yeah, damage on this is great. And you're gonna get your buffs here. Sword and shield. Both the whack Pokemon games in one. And you're looking fantastic. This is a great spot. Might be able to get the kill. Not after the stomp, no. But at this point, yeah, the throw. Not much to be done, huh? Remi, I think, looked great, actually, in that first game. And honestly, most of the second game, but that's sort of the thing that happens, you know? Very scary character for that reason, you know? Like, characters like that tend to always be very effective and very scary in tournament play, especially, right? Because, you know, you get one hit and all of a sudden it's like, uh-oh. Oh, Smiles. Smiles is up. Nice. So it's going to be Smiles versus Octo Definitive Edition. We've been listening to Byakuya theme for quite a while now, so I think it's only fair that we change it up. I think it's great that you can do this in the character, or in the lobby here. I can change the music. You see that? That is such a nice thing to have. Yeah, I'm a sucker for Hyde theme. Okay, let me get out of the way and let these gamers game. I hope you don't mind, but every time I hear that theme, I have to hum it. It's just the character select theme is too powerful. There's not very many games with a character select theme this powerful. Yeah, Smiles. I saw Smiles, I think, the first time at like an exhibition or something, playing Waldstein, and I was like, who is this Waldstein player? Yeah, Waldstein's a grappler. Nanase, on the other hand, like a really mobile, agile character, good buttons, good projectile, pretty good mix-ups, but mostly as a character that's just going to get in your face and like kind of force you to deal with pressure that's like mostly strike throw. And honestly, a really scary character, has great buttons. And I think in a matchup like this, A communication error could occur. You hate to see it. I actually don't think Nanase's theme is bad. I think it's fine. Nanase's theme is just like on the weaker end of an incredible OST. Hyde theme, right? This theme is incredibly good. Like Hyde theme is beast, right? This is a good example of a theme that's incredibly good. You can't go wrong. Linne theme is beast. What's another good like underrated theme? I mean, I love Gourd theme, but it's like a pretty common one. Oh my god. I think this theme, Chaos theme, this is Chaos's theme, is a broken theme. Chaos theme is so good, right? I love Chaos theme. Byakuya theme is one of my favorite fighting game themes of all time. Londrekia theme is one of my favorite fighting game themes. It's incredibly good. So then you have all these themes in the game that are really good. Yeah, Yuzu's theme is quite good too. Eltnum is like really, I mean, there's a reason I use these as like my intro music so often is because I love the themes, right? So then you compare that to like Nanase theme and like it's not bad, but this is Nanase theme. This is not bad. Like, I don't think this is a bad theme. Like, this is a good theme. That's good. I like it. But then you have this. It's an alarm clock theme. You know, this is the reason I wanted to play Byakuya. Is like, when I was trying all the characters in the game, I heard this song and I was like, wait, is this his theme? I was like, is this like Byakuya's theme? And people were like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I'm playing him. I forgot about it until yesterday, but somebody quote tweeted the picture of Scooby and Shaggy as Ozzy and Chaos that Moss did. Broken. What a legend. Ooh, wow, round start challenge. That is the scary thing about this character Waldstein, I feel like, especially. He has humongo range, which doesn't surprise you with big arms like that. Wow, that is so bad. Early grid break. Forced to deal with all this pressure. You lose the cycle, which is so bad here. Yeah, you don't have shield. You don't have assault, which is really important. Waldstein's assault is massive, and he has huge buttons he can do out of it. So having no assault available is really bad for you in neutral as well. Wait, is he going to steal the cycle? Not quite. And the shield into the command grab afterwards. Yeah, that assault right there is chunky. It's humongous. He has so many good buttons. He can also assault and whiff a button like you saw there. Go for empty command grab or something like that. The big meaty claws. Yeah, that's what he does. This will be the kill, though. And Octo, like I mentioned, a lot of Nanase's, pressure is like really good stagger pressure, and then using the air fireball to make you tech, or you try to OS or something and you get clipped by it. She's really good at just getting in your face and forcing you to deal with these TK fireballs and plus frames over and over. God, gets clapped out of the air. This is a horrible spot to be. Knockdown here. Yeah, respected the wake up, and then instead just wake up buttons from Octo. And then there it is, a delayed assault right after the reverse beat. I love the inch in right there. Did you see? Inches in, then goes to the air throw. When it misses, CS instant ground throw. That you love to see it. Like, you love. Oh man, the charged up clap too. It's been a pretty common round start. Again, that assault, so dastardly to deal with. Plus, you get the counter hit confirm after. Damage is much better. Assault scale combos a bit, so that can be a problem. This is really scary. You have command grab CS here. Oh god, get me out. Good block though. Goes low this time. Great blocks again. EX clap for the plus frames. Oh no, this could be so bad. Empty jump command grab. Just a smidgen of life left, and the clap gets the job. Man, that sucks. The big meaty claws, he gets in there, and it's just gonna be a bad time. It's just the kind of character we saw round one, right? Smiles, gets put in the corner. Octo's pressure looks awesome. We're dealing with TK fireballs. We're dealing with all kinds of great pressure. We're like, oh, this is not so good. And then it just all turns around like that. Oh, in the front, the assault hits double, triple, and then the double overhead on the last assault. Man. Didn't lead to anything, but you could just feel it. It's like this, it's unnecessary roughness. Yeah, it cancels out the projectile. At this point too, like, Octo is not in a bad spot in terms of position, but you lost a lot of life at the beginning of the round. Okay, big counter hit. Nothing off of it though, in the air, command grab. Ouch. This really hurts. And you get the carry to the wall here. Reverse B2A. Oh no, break. Yeah, hate to see it. 2k on that. All of something you can break too, which feels so bad, right? You're like, oh god, I gave that damage up. I love the jump back on the assault there. A lot of people will do that with Waldstein, right? They do empty assault or empty jump, and then they go for the command grab after. People try to shield his jump ins because they're really hard to anti-air. So shielding them, you know, is often a better answer because you get a better challenge afterwards. So then, you know, you go for empty command throw or whatever. So I think jump back's a great solution to both of those things. Yeah, you saw shield on the jump in right there. Gonna spend it right at the end here. That was just like the last little smidgen of that bar for the veil off. And you have the cycle here. The block on the low and the double overhead off of her float. Obviously, you can probably tell this character's about to win, and she can like change her trajectory like that. Fly around. All right, 2 throws in a row. Yeah, forced to deal with the fireball. That is no good. Will there be bar dumped here? Probably, right? No, just gonna carry to the wall without it. Oh, and was looking for that anti-air command grab and just lands against the tech. Early assault again, too. And, you know, you have to wonder when these assaults are going to get challenged with more shields, which we've seen a few times, and then it's just empty assault the next time. And yeah, that time, again, no shield. I think really afraid of that option. Oh, the veil off lands. Twice in a row, we've seen that. Nice. Gets clipped. The fireball was going to be there anyway, and you have CS, so committing to the overhead's not so bad. Empty low on the other side. Good block. Ooh, that was a scary low shield. Okay. This veil off is important for a couple of reasons. Not only do you obviously have some bar to work with and you win Vorpal, but it got rid of Octo's ability to spend CS earlier. Pretty important on defense, especially. Oh, and the overhead finisher. Ouch. That is the rough spot about that point, is there's going to be a reset. If you want it to be a reset, you don't have to, right? But if there's going to be a reset there and you just get clobbered by the overhead, you hate to see it. Well played from Smiles. I think Octo played great, though, too, honestly. I don't think that was that far away from Octo. Yeah, you can reset there on the ground, right? So, you know, that's always a strong thing to have for any character, being able to ground reset and then put you in that position where, like, all right, am I going to command grab? Am I going to go low? Am I going to go overhead? Am I going to reset with something? You try to up back, and then you get anti-air command grab, and you're like, this feels bad, man. I don't want to be here anymore. All right, so this is a top 8 qualifier, I think. Big Black versus Bruce. Yeah, Big Black, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar if you watch online Uni tournaments. Really strong player. Yeah, our 4 matches to qualify right now. There's Foxel versus Lid, Spinach versus the winner of Smiles. So it's going to be Smiles versus Spinach. And then Big Black and Bruce on this match. And then Mario versus Defiant is the other match. Those will be our winners' top 8 qualifiers. Looks like we're into the match. Big Black, yeah, Byakuya player. You guys are familiar. Bruce, Linne. You guys are new to Uni. You don't know much about these characters. Byakuya is a really solid character. At most positions on the screen, he's very good in terms of controlling space with his big normals, and he has awesome set play. When he knocks you down, he puts these webs on the screen, which are traps that you have to deal with. They're super pesky. They're really hard to challenge against. And it allows him to really control where you're allowed to move. He has great cancels. He has a really solid Rekka. Just a really good character overall. I think he's really strong, really fun character. On the other hand, you have Linne, who's a bit more based on like kind of up close pressure, and she has an awesome fireball. You see people in the chat already saying Kuga, and that's for a reason. That's what she says when she does her air fireball. It's really pesky. She's also incredibly fast, so she just runs on the ground really quickly. She has a great air fireball. This will be the knockdown for the webs here. And late overhead off of that too, and you can see the web above her, so it's hard for her to jump here. Yeah, fail off out, and rolls through to get that side switch. Yeah, she has a great projectile, really solid rushdown, very fast character. A lot of it is about run up and then using her air projectile to catch you and force you on the ground. Has CS here as well. Good block. And the anti-air. Oh no, pickup. And there's the break. Runs up, challenges. Nice challenge on the walk back too, but a drop on the combo. Big Black playing it very slow right there, very patient. Oh, that should kill actually, I'm pretty sure here. Nice anti-air. That was an absurd answer, honestly. I'm surprised Big Black was so ready. Nice. Dash C clips. A little too far, maybe, even for the C web, so didn't try it. 2B starter. It's going to be Rekka with the walk under. Nice. Yeah, knockdown here. Web's out. Whiff on the Rekka. Nice answer there, too. Wasn't afraid of the web at all. Was perfectly prepared. That's the thing about Byak. If you don't have answers to these solutions, it can be really difficult, but was ready for it. 5A, 2C, the classic. Byakuya's jab, even though a bit nerfed, is incredibly good. It's a ridiculously strong reaching jab. Okay, TK web out of the corner. And this is the spot you don't want to be against this character. He can set up all these webs, a grounded web, an air web, a web in front of you. And you have to, like, deal with the pressure after. He has a good overhead or low, answer to start the pressure. He can just kind of, like, harass you with normals over and over and reverse speed and not commit to anything. It's really scary to deal with, Oh, man, the spacing on that 5A. Jump 2C, this is going to be good carry here as well. There's no meter at the end here for super or anything, so can't get the web cocoon and then get the pressure after. Dash up, both block. That's the UNICLR classic. That's a good starter. 2B2C. Oh, a little bit of a drop. Yeah, this is bad. Gets the TK web after. There's the throw break. The thing is, if you don't... That was a great response. NCS after for the kill. Yeah, fully charged 3C. Dead. That was a great response. Super ready. Big Black, I love the patience and then just like perfect answers to situations like that. It's gonna be carry again. There is meter for super here, but not gonna go for it. Just challenging 5B. I think these big normals taking up so much space on the screen, and Linne, like I talked about earlier, very mobile, very good character at like, moving around and using her fireball to harass you. When Byak puts these big normals on the screen, it's tough for her to do much about it. Okay, webs out. Again, goes low that time. Should be the easy peasy kill with the perfect. Nicely done from Big Black. I mean, just really well played. And, gotta say, that's what we expect. One of the top seeds in the tournament for a reason. Byakuya, really, really, really good when he gets control of the space like that. When you can't move on the screen as a character as Linne, that feels so bad, right? Because her big strength is mobility. She can attack you from a lot of different angles and stuff. But then you just end up getting stuck dealing with the webs, dealing with all this nonsense. You're like, I hate it here. You're punched in the air, It's not double or nothing. No, the way bets and channel points work on Twitch is that it's like a percentage based on how much the other people bet. So like if the bet's very lopsided, you don't win very much for winning, you know what I mean? That's how Twitch bets work. Back to the park. I'll meet you there again. Lid's also a Linne player, right? Yeah. Octo playing Vatista again. Little Maid Guile. Welcome to Uni. Hopefully you've been enjoying your stay. Wow, what a wake-up 5A challenge. I actually am really impressed that even worked, like was ready for it in the moment. This is a really bad spot to be early too, by the way, especially when you have that early hit. Oh, the late overhead catches. Again, that dive kick is so cheap, by the way. It's an overhead dive kick, and she doesn't have to use it to go overhead. She can like fake you out and go low too. It is really pesky to deal with. And the roll through the projectile. And the flash kick. Oh, you want to Kuga me? Nice job. I'm just going to let this flash kick whip. If you haven't seen it, Vatista is the girl in the article. That's how do you approach a girl who's charging down back with a flash kick and a sonic boom. This is Vatista. This is what she does. She has great projectiles, great offense. She's got a flash kick. She's got really solid ability to zone you. Her pressure's fantastic. This is great here. I mean, you get the knockdown off the fireball, roll, double roll, and then just says, yeah, I'm gonna swing. I see you rolling around. I'm not flash kicking. I'm just gonna wake up with a button here. Veil off. Easy peasy strip on the whiff. Ooh, no punish. That looked kind of, I mean, the timing on that looked pretty rough too. I think it was probably pretty close still. You have to be careful too, or scared here, because Veil-Off's still a threat, right? Dump that super, get some damage, yep. You hate to see it. Right at the end too. And gets the hit off the assault. No bar to dump on this though. Yeah, so just a knockdown instead. Goes back to zoning. Shielding the projectiles. And there's the flash kick. Man, trying to work your way in that whole time. It feels so bad too, because you know when you make it in against the zoner and you're like, finally, it's my time to shine. I'm moisturized in my zone, in my lane, you know, vibing, thriving, feeling wonderful, and then you just get flash kicked. You're like, this game sucks. You know? You're like, this game sucks, dude. Like, you're just so mad. You're like, man. That, I know that feeling. We've all been there. Yeah, it's time. You get flash kicked. You're like, you know, I deserve this. Oh, had the 5A. Wow, did you see the hitbox? I cannot believe that hit her all the way down there. She's so tiny. I thought that was like the privilege of being smaller, you know? You didn't have to worry about stuff like that. You have every seat is a good seat on an airplane. That sucks, actually. The assault was a little too high, it looked like, to get the combo off of it. On the rising jump A, I think it was. Knockdown here. Has the cycle again, but flash kick. Goes into the super after, too. Just in case. You never know. And actually, Fox is going to win the cycle here, too. So, yeah, I like CSing there just to try. Oh. Dive kicks out. And the CS goes for the challenge instead because, you know, you don't see a button there. You don't have to flash kick. You're not forced to. So 5A lands and then had a little bit of a reset anyway. Oh, and tries for the guard thrust. That's going to be a punish. Nice. Okay, okay. I was a little worried there, actually, for a second that this is slipping away from Lid. I wonder if that was on purpose. Uh-oh. That's what I get. What happened? Did the lobby explode on you? Vatista got hotfixed during a patch right now? You love to see it. Best news I've ever heard. Alright, so it looks like the plan of attack is Foxov is going to give away the first round here, and then we should be back into where we were. These things happen. I mean, you know, you guys are all memeing about Uni net play, but also... Oh, yeah, thanks, Bones. I saw it in the Discord. You guys are memeing about Uni net play, but we had the same problem in KI and footsies and games with rollback, right? I mean, lobby issues and disconnects happen in every game. So, this kind of stuff, you know, that's how it goes. The same thing happened when we played other games, too. So, you know, the lobby woes... That's just how it goes sometimes. You have disconnects and issues. It's the nature of having online tournaments sometimes, right? Alright, so we're back into it. Also, you got a lot of meter. That's pretty nice, too. Easy peasy pickup. Oh, a little bit of a drop. I actually wonder if it was a drop so that you could concentrate at the end and then get the W for Vorpal, but in that case, ended up losing anyway, which is a shame. It has to respect it. Oh, no flash kick. Nice. Gets hit by the low, too. This is actually looking fantastic for Lid. Oh, bit of a drop there at the end. And a lot of meter to work with if you're Fox up here. Like, yeah, this could go bad really fast here. Okay, 2 throws in a row. Pretty good damage. Oh, and got hit out of the air. Just like the tip of the top of that super. Ended up catching. You love to see it. Back to character select. Oh, is it time actually for us to see some Londrekia? Is it time for Lond? It is. All right, so if you don't know, this is the character that came out with Clear. Londrekia, very, very strong character. Has fantastic normals. Really good Rekka as well that you have to watch out for. Has good overhead, low options, etc. Right? Really solid. And also can put a lot of stuff on the screen that you have to deal with that is very annoying. Especially when you get on offense. The goal for the character, you know, he freezes you, then he puts you in a bad spot very quickly and you have to guess. Yeah, you're already in the corner. You can do the EX version of that projectile and then lock you down, which we might see here soon. Wow, that beat the Rekka, actually. Can't see us here. The roll through 5A. Oh yeah, this is big here. And notice the other thing about this character too. Look at the corner carry, right? It's very common, gets hit by the overhead. Grid broken even, which is so bad here. And you have meter to dump on the super. Doesn't go for it. Walks back, just easy peasy challenge. This is the thing, you get this nice lockdown in the corner, right? Yeah, where you have to guess, like, is he gonna go overhead, is he gonna go low? Assault, throw, what is he gonna do here with the projectiles hitting you from behind? Yeah, and this is a bad spot to be early. Overhead, nice block, and there's the punish. Blob looking a little bit different these days. Yeah, 5A challenge. Cross up into the overhead. It's a knockdown. This is going to be a great spot, too. Look at all the life on this. The super after. Backs all the way up. Good blocks until right at the end, too. Oh, yeah, I hate to see it. All the way back up. I love that he ran full screen and was like, it's time. Cracks the knuckles, comes flying all the way in. That's what I mean. You just get knocked down, the eyes comes out, the super on, like, comes from behind you, right? So it hits in the back, and then he just gets to do Rekka, overhead, low, whatever he wants to do after. It's pretty nasty. I was gonna show the bracket real quick, but I can actually wait, because I think this is our second to last top 8 qualifier. Okay, so I can let them play instead. It's gonna be Mario versus Defiant. Mario from Melty Blood. You know, it's so funny that they added a character to Melty Blood named Mario, because, like, I just see Mario and I just think it's a me, and then, like, it just makes me laugh every time, you know? Like, why is Mario in Melty Blood? I don't know, but I'll take it. Just, ooh. What a funny little character. Alrighty, we got Wagner versus Hyde. Seen both these characters a couple times today. Natural Born of the Delay is such a funny sub tag. Yeah, we're gonna see here. I suspect that we're gonna see quite a bit of Hyde trying to control the pace in neutral here, and then really just being like, oh god, when she gets in. We'll see. Look at how much juice is in the bottom of the screen, by the way. There is a lot of good happening here, and you can just see us at any time, build up to 200 meter, easy peasy. Actually, you know, yeah, I was gonna say, I'd be surprised if she doesn't get there. It's gonna be pretty close. It's so much bar. All right, good blocks. And then the DP challenge afterwards is like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna DP? I'll DP the DP. Just catches instead. This is good. It has a sword buff too. 2A, 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 and the assault lands. Ouch, that hurts. Has both buffs here. Although spent one, and there's the DP on Wake Up. Just gets out. Delayed throw in the corner so you get the combo after. Ooh, I love the delay there. No, it went the wrong way. I don't know why. Yeah, plus frames here. The reverse beat. Wow, I actually got hit. I wonder what that was. I don't think that clipped the reverse beat. I think it was something else, but that should be the kill. Nice. You love to see it. Mario is in, like, I think in control for most of that. Yeah, that's the thing about that. Although Hyde can use that to gain pressure, if you just shield the whole thing, which is what we saw, look at how much she got. Like, those blocks on the bottom are glowing. She is feeling great. It's a ton of meter. You can just send it again. Nice block on the jump A there. Uh-oh. We're buffing up. Goes low. Great block. And then the overhead after says, what are you going to do? You're just going to sit there and block this? Fine. No problem. You have to deal with all this pressure, the buffs at the end, and you get to win the cycle here, so you're just chilling. CS after, looking for maybe DP or something. I like the backdash and then challenging again for the kill there. Really well done. Oh, and the early backdash too. Respecting that space. Push for the 2C. I love these like big staggers and pressure too from Mario. We saw this on the other stat as well, right? Just lots of like waiting, seeing if the opponent is willing to swing or if they're just going to block, and trying to test out the defense. Are you going to shield? Are you going to go for something else? Can I sneak in an assault? Oh, DP. Excellent. Saw during the screen freeze. Gets the cross up there. Ooh, and shielded on the second hit. Wasn't ready on the first. Falling jump A again. Goes for that low. There's lots of little gaps in there. Finally, we see a challenge on the 2A. And I have to say, the defense so far has been really good from Defiant, too. No, not like this. Oh, he's gonna die almost? Not quite. Oh, the trade! Oh my god, I thought she was gonna combo off the trade. This is such a bad spot, though. Air-to-air assault counter hit, nothing for the confirmed delayed 2A. Okay, it's time. It's time. The hit, that's gonna do it. Oh my, I thought she could have comboed off the trade just a little late maybe, and then that ended up costing on the game. You hate to see it. That feels so bad. You're like, oh man. Yeah, you gotta feel pretty rough about that. Sends it with the big overhead, says, yeah, it's the internet. It's the internet, we do that here. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, and look at the pressure early. I feel that from Mario, right? It's definitely like the I should have had the last game and you let the big overhead rip on me pressure right at the start of the round. Yeah, that's like the California to Florida overhead. You gotta let him rip sometimes. Ooh, yeah, the backdash gets hit by the 2C. That hurts. You know, it's a nice starter for her too, because her damage is so high in general, but I mean, that's like a big hit to get clipped by. Especially on your backdash. Oh, just goes for the shield, actually. Oh my, that's Uni, if you don't know. Uni is two players staring each other in the eyes, waiting for the first person to throw so the other person can option select tech the throw and then be advantaged. That is what Uni is all about. If two Uni players are staring at each other in the woods and no one is there to initiate the throw, like, did it happen? Oh, TRM, and there's the break. Pretty common interaction, right? The throw into the CS after just to check to see if they're going to do something with the advantage frames. Uh-oh. It's a big veil off, actually. Yeah, dumping all the meter. Yeah, you're plus if you throw tech in this game. That is a humongous assault. All right, actually, she's the guard thrust to get out. No time. Oh, that DP was not a bad option. I like that idea, given that time is just running down right there. And Mario now could be dropping down to losers. This is a winner's top 8 qualifier. Last hit of the Rekka. Gets the pickup afterwards. 1, 2, 3. This is big, and a little bit of a drop there as well, but man, the challenge too, the timing just says, you know, with confidence, like, I know you're not going to commit to anything here. More stagger pressure, runs up for the throw, but the backdash gets him out, and Mario has resources to work with, but not a lot of life at this point. Throw break again. Yeah, side switch. That was scary on the hit, but no confirm after, so you're still okay. I mean, this is totally doable if you're Mario. It's just, ooh, little whiffs like that go a long way. Okay, big, but no confirm. And the throw breaks have looked great. I kind of want to see maybe dash up, dash back, try to bait something like that. Nice. Just because we've seen so many throw breaks, but at the same time, yeah, TRM, another break. Not a lot of time on the clock here either, by the way. 20 seconds. You have to kill Hyde at this point if you're Wagner too, right? Ah, yeah. Just running out of options. Not a lot of time on the clock. You're getting chipped down, so you have to get the kill at this point instead of trying to tie it up. Well played. So into top 8 you go. Man. In the chat said, looks like Mario ran out of 1-ups. Lol, haha. Alrighty, so we should have our last winner's top 8 qualifier here. Smiles versus Spinach. Yeah, thanks to Smash GG for making this happen. You know, in talking with them, they're like, we hope that this goes to some communities that, you know, deserve a little online tournament. They don't need the shine as a game like Street Fighter or Strive or whatever. There's like 900 tournaments a week, right? Until Texas pissed off Spooky. But before that, for a game like Uni, it's really nice to run a tournament. Same thing with Skullgirls, right? It's really cool to do. I'm just kidding, Texas. I don't know. Spinach from Devil May Cry. I don't remember that part of the story, but you know, it's been a while since I played it. Yeah, Carmine's a really cool character. If you're not familiar with this game, you don't know much about it, you probably can guess that Waldstein's the big grappler guy. Carmine is the, like, character that, you know, this exists often in most fighting games, the character whose weakness is their life, right? Whether they have low life or whatever. The way Carmine works is that he takes his own life to do moves. So you can notice he hasn't been hit yet, and if you look in the top left, lost a bunch of life, right? So, you know, it costs him life to do certain moves. And he's like kind of a setup character. He puts stuff on the screen that you have to deal with, and he runs high-low mix-ups. He's got a command grab as well. Man, you got smoked by the assault. Ouch. That early shield, by the way, from Smiles, getting the hit and then putting Spinach in the corner here. Valid combo, too. Wow. Dash blocks forward. Gets the whiff. Uh-oh. Yeah, Pinwheel's out, too. This is the main thing this character is going to do. Puts blood on the ground, and then he can hold on to it and then release it. There's a command grab super as a reversal. The main thing you see Carmine do. Wow, tail off into the corner. Yeah, that's a big counter hit. You're deader than dead here. Or not. You're alive. You're vibing. Moisturize in your lane. Nice thing, too, this game doesn't have chip kills. And Carmine, although you hurt yourself to do stuff, at this point, your health is no longer a factor, right? You can just do whatever you want because, well, until you get body splash. You know, your health's not going to run out, so you can just do whatever sounds good to you. Because you're just like, all right, I'm vibing. Like, I can just do whatever moves I want to do. I like the shield and then the immediate challenge. Spinach had the backdash instead. Okay, so we finally get to see some offense here from Carmine. This is really where this character shines, you know. He gets to put the puddle out on the ground, and then, you know, he can release the puddle and make it come out at any time, which is really useful as well. He has really good mix-ups. He has overhead lows. He can bait your throw quite easily with it, too. And there's the empty low that time. Gets the charges here. He gets to set him on the ground. Oh, and just immediate the shield into the 5A. Anti-air here. Nice. And yeah, easy peasy. Had the pinwheel out to control space so you couldn't assault through it, and then just checks him after because you can't move here. Counter hit round start. This is great too because, you know, a character like Waldstein is like really scary when he has space on the screen to move. You saw the release on the puddle there. When he has space on the screen to move, oh no. That is horrendous. Oh no, the overhead. That is so bad. Man, everything just... That is brutal. That is brutal. You get grid broken on that. You lose it here. CS. Oh, baited on the veil off. Empty into the throw. Ah, that is so nasty. All right, get some life back. Command grab super. It's your time. Overhead. You're living. Knockdown here. You need another hit for this to really matter, right? And you have CS, so that's pretty nice. Oh, it just gets hit on the meaty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, baits on the veil off. That's the kill. Damn, that was a roller coaster. That was, man, that was quite the match. I really thought after that it was kind of lights out, right? But Spinach, you know, really stayed alive on defense, did a good job. It can be tough in situations like that, and that round exhausted me. There was a lot going on, you know. I thought when you get grid broken, command grab hits, you get put to the corner against Waldstein. I mean, that's probably the end of the round for most people in most scenarios. Man, what a good spot to be too. Gonna build up the meter for super if you want it, but doesn't go for it. And releases the seal early too. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. I wonder if that was supposed to be ground command grab or not. And just gets hit by the meaty pinwheel, reset by the low. Ouch. That hurts. Now Spinach on set point. Moving in a top 8. You can think of Veil Off as a burst you can't do in a combo. It's sort of similar to that. It's a big invincible explosion that every character can do to get you out of pressure. It's like a wake-up option. It's quite popular on characters that don't have good defense, right? So like if your character has weak defensive options, they use it a lot because, you know, they have no other option. It's a universal option, right? For that reason. Oh, he stole it at the last second. Spinach got the cycle there with the concentration, which is just so unfortunate too, because you really need that freeze. Maybe a poor choice of words. You really need that in that position, right? So that you can get the oh, and then grid broken. Tried to shield it, reset on the other side. All right. I was gonna say you need the freeze to try to get out of the pressure, you know, and you just didn't get a chance to do it. Maybe freeze not the best choice of word. When you win the cycle, you have the ability to freeze the whole screen and react with it whatever you want, right? Which is so nice. But not having that ability is rough. And Spinach stole it right at the last second. That should be Spinach versus Foxup, and then on winner side here, we have Big Black versus Defiant. So that's top 8 winners, right? And winner will go up here into winners finals. We're now down on loser side here, so these are the losers' top 8 matches, by the way. So this is all getting set up. Mario, OmniDeag right here. Then Linne versus Remi, Celeste. Winner will go here, and the winner of Smiles versus Shaly. So these are the matches that are all happening. Everybody's allowed to stream their run in this tournament, by the way. So some of the players, or maybe all of them, I'm honestly not sure, are streaming their matches as they go along in the tournament. And yeah, feel free to. If you know, same thing for other tournaments coming up, when Skullgirls comes up, whatever the other 3 games we have after that, go for it. I'm totally down for everybody to do it, right? So that being said, I think we're ready for our top 8. We've been cruising right along, right? We're 2 hours in or so. Tournament's been running for about an hour and a half, and we're ready for top 8 to kick off. So thanks everybody for coming through, saying howdy. Also, thanks to my lovely TOs, by the way, for running the bracket. Thanks to making it nice and smooth. If you have any questions for this tournament or any tournament, you can always ask them. They run tournaments in my Discord all the time, which is, you know, easy peasy. You can enter that, and they're awesome. So if you need them, you know, just ping them. And I get to pay them thanks to Smash UG. Isn't that nice? All my TOs and everybody who helps seed the event gets paid, and the players get paid, and they get a trip to Combo Breaker. Sounds pretty good, if I do say so myself. First match of top 8. And right away, Big Black with a dash B. Really good option for Byakuya. It's a slide, and a very good slide at that. Nice. That was good matchup knowledge to run under there and not let Byakuya just whiff the Rekka above your head. You know, that's like a pretty good situation, because he can just whiff stuff and then go for web or like do a different follow-up and fly away. It's good matchup knowledge. For sure, I like that a lot. Big Black here, very scary because you have like dash B into CS or something like that, or overhead into it, or assault in that case. Counter hit assault's a good starter. As a rule of thumb, assaults are the little short hops people do, the KOF short hops. They are not as good a starter as like a grounded hit. However, if you get a counter hit, you know, that changes. That's pretty nice. Side swap here. Dash B. Oh, bit of a drop there. Dash B and didn't get the Rekka follow-up afterwards. You have to also respect Byakuya here with CS and meter. He can react to whatever you do with CS and then use the super to go through whatever pressure you're going to. So very scary. That's gone now. Break on the TRM. And I like the patience from Big Black, just taking it nice and slow. Combo here. You get to combo in the corner if you get to throw with Hyde. Ooh. I can't imagine that was on purpose. Maybe if it was, because the time was running out and stuff, I'm not so sure. But that was a big gamble there at the end. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. And look at the pressure here. One of the cool things about this game, if you don't know, chat, is you can do reverse beats. Reverse beats are like, you know, in Guilty Gear or another game, you can Gatling your light buttons and your heavy buttons. In this game, you can not only do that, but you can also go backwards. So a lot of times you do your heavy buttons, and then as you saw right there, you whiff your crouching jab after, which makes you safe. You know, your heavy button may be unsafe by itself, but you can go backwards and reverse beat into a lighter button and be safe. Really, really nice thing to have in the game. It creates a lot of really interesting situations with your pressure and how you structure things too. Rekka goes for the super after him. The Orbita. Oh, this is a side swap. Easy peasy. The web after. Jump to C and the slide for the knockdown here. Oh, no super or anything either. Throw break again, and I love the back throw there. Web on for Oki. That web also means that when you hit with stuff like 2C, you get the combo. Nice plug on the overhead. The FF. It's an overhead for Byakuya there. Oh, no, that's a big swing. Yeah, getting grid broken there. You lose access to your shield, which is really important if Hyde gets meter here and he can do super. You also can't win the cycle there, which is really big too. It's why you get hit by the 2A. And you seal this round, you know, 8 seconds on the clock. I said he sealed the round. Oh, God, that was so scary. All right, that'll do it. That's time. Unfortunate, though, in that scenario. Not a lot to do, right? Oh, yeah, I can finish that. This is top 8 winners. Sorry, let me update that for you, chat. As we get the knockout into the corner. Great spot, web up. Ooh, that's a miss. But it's not the end of the world. We got 2 webs here. A front throw, another web. That web is great, too, because it allows Byakuya to dash up and then see like what you're going to do after and go for pressure. Wow. Just side swaps out of the corner. Says, yeah, this pressure doesn't matter to me. If you don't do a meaty, the web is not as scary, right? So I think that's a great option to just get out of there. You know, if you're not gonna meaty on me and like force me to respect the web, then all right, I don't need to. Good blocks too. I love that stagger. Wow, 5-8 challenge too. And the run up throw. This is a really bad spot. Web on you, but you just DP anyway. You say, why not? I'm not afraid. Oh, the collapse. I love that option from Big Black. Runs up and like waits a second after you whiff and then go for the assault. Just a clean little assault right over the 2A. That's how it goes. Run up, do a little delay. Everybody, when they, you know, when a fighting game like match is happening and you're sitting there and there's that little delay, you're like, wait, I should press a button. And then like you do and you're like, okay, my bad. Nice, good challenge too. A lot of times Big Black has been ending on like 5A or 2A into 5B and then just stopping. You know, not even doing like 2C or 5C after, like we saw just right there again. So I like the challenge. The early challenge on that, just to say, hey, I'm not gonna let you get away with this all the time. Stands up to block the web. Ooh, that is a great confirm on the counter hit. That 5C, that big button you see Byakuya putting out. Oh, that's a miss, but the web there. Again, the dash under into the Rekka. That's perfect. That's exactly what you're looking for there. Gotta be careful for dash B or something scary in the CS. And look at the defense from Big Black. I love how patient this has been, right? Like, just really not overcommitting. Okay, as I say that. We see the super anyway. But I think overall has played this so patiently, you know? Oh, the classic. That is, in the book of cursed wake-up options, that is somewhere in the first few pages. The jump 2C, man, that is cursed. It sucks so bad to deal with. It's a really pesky thing to deal with, even if you know it's coming. Because the thing about jump 2C is it hits so many times, right? And it's gonna be throw, it's gonna be the low poke, something if you're not doing it as a meaty. It's a really pesky thing to deal with. Ooh, dashes up. Just kind of, you know, maybe looking for some kind of throw OS. There's the assault this time. I like the challenges too from Defiant in this case. You know, sometimes going for assault, sometimes just challenging with like 5B on those late staggers. Runs up, delay, slight, gets the throw. Ooh, TRM, yeah. It's gonna be a break. When you see that gold ring there, chats, TRM, you're gonna see it. Actually, I think it's in the glossary. If you do exclamation point glossary, I think it actually is in the uni section. You can find TRM on there. This is 2 out of 3. It's 2 out of 3 until top 3 of the turn. And the nail off there. The strip. This is a great spot to be too. That's an even better spot to be is the kill. Oh no! Not like this. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. Ooh, that 2B, 2C could have been big, but instead it was a reverse B, very luckily. And yeah, the challenge with the 5A on the run up. Little 5A. Man, that could have been so bad. Very fortunate though, it worked out. I like that we're seeing too, Big Black's not trying to jump or get too feisty over the projectiles, just shielding them. Letting Hyde run out after. I think being patient in this game is rewarded a lot. You know, it's one of the games where less is more a lot of the times. It's gonna be web super here. Not only is the damage really good, but you get the Oki here. You do get the Oki, in theory. Ooh, TRM, no break. Overhead. Yeah, throw break. I think they both initiated almost at the same time there. So Big Black ended up getting a tech, but they probably both tried it, basically. Ooh, 2C hit, but no counter hit, so you don't get the confirm on the reverse beat. Oh, that's an overhead on the full charge on the 3C, but this is such a bad spot at this point. Oh, again! Says, look, if you're not going to meaty me off the web, I'm just going to do dash C and just get out on wing him, not care about it. Oh. Ah, that is no good. Although, you don't have bar. This is not the scariest thing. At this point, though, CS available. Time is getting so short. At this point, trying to chip lower and lower and does get hit right at the last second. Yeah, you're running out of time there, right? And also, you're just going to get to commit to a new option off the super, and you have CS, and like, you know, you're sort of running out of room to wiggle. in that case, right? So it's just grinding down to the last second, and you're like, I have to do something soon. I'm like running out of time over and over and over, and yeah, that was really, really, really well done. I think it's impressive too, because I think Big Black has, like, you know, been really patient so far, to the point where you're like, man, this neutral is like incredibly thoughtful. And then on the other hand, you see Defiant just like willing to grind it out and play even slower and just be like, okay, you know, I'm gonna put you in this situation, force you to do something here. Goes for the guard thrust, doesn't work out. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's just these really like patient key plays in moments where you're forced to do something. Ooh, that whiff on the assault was that was scary. If that was like a 5A on the other side. Man, the patience too. I think it's smart of Big Black to just chill there because of the cycle, yeah. Not doing too much. Wins the cycle. You have CS here when you land or whenever. Oh no, it just gets hit low by the 2A. It's not quite as scary though if you don't have a reversal available, which without bar, Byakuya does not. Ooh, 5A, no confirm with anything else. Had already committed to 2A. DPs, man, these have really been hitting a lot. You know, it's a big risk like any game to go for a DP, but when they hit every time, like, you know, it's not so bad. No anti-air. Yeah, and there's the break. Oh, caught the stand tech. That is big. Web super at the end. Damage is good on this too, even though it's an assault starter. Goes for the 2C again. And I mean, that's the gamble you play with right there. Do you meaty and risk getting hit by the throw or the DP, or do you not meaty and just play it slow? The challenge. I have to say, Defiant's challenges on Big Black's pressure is like, it's perfect. I'm so constantly impressed by the timing at which they're just ready to just hit a button and say, okay, this is the time you're gonna reverse beat or do whatever, right? Like, it's perfect. And there's the shield too on the second hit of the Rekka. Had the cycle. Oh, the 2A challenge. Yeah, shield on the second hit for the punish with the 5A after. Well done too. I mean, it's just really clean, patient play from both of them. You have all the meter to dump here. Might as well for the web super. Do you meaty? This time a low shield. Ooh, was trying to stand up there to get the web out of the way and does. There's only one web left, so this isn't that important here. Yeah, it just jumps in, breaks it with the jump in. I love that option, the delay on the throw there. Doesn't have to worry about the web if the throw lands, right? 2 hits on the Rekka, nothing after. This is just so patient too, like really trying to grind this out. Big Black has a lead. It's not anymore actually, I think. But there's a lot of time to work with the 5A miss. This is humongous. A little bit of a drop, gets the 2A anyway. The throw tech is good. And the challenge again on the reverse beat. The timing for Defiant the challenges is why he wins this set. 100%. The challenges on those timings are so incredibly good. It's like every single time you want to reverse beat 5B or 2C or 5C or whatever after, the timing is like 100% of the time I know what you're going to do. Didn't get like counter hit by like big 2Cs or anything like that either. It was just like, let me chill. Let me just wait. My timings and challenges are perfect. That was just incredibly well played. Man, this tournament's sick. This is such a good little tournament. Thanks for signing up, everybody. Other side of the bracket, we have Foxov versus Spinach. Another match that I'm really excited to see. I mean, this is a really stacked bracket. This bracket is incredibly good. Ah, interesting, interesting. So straight to the Londrekia we go. For Fox. What's happening over there, Foxov, huh? Man, that's funny. Just the immediate, what's it called? Oh, is that what happened? It was the color change because Spinach is colorblind? That's so thoughtful to change to a color. Wait, you're saying the change was on purpose to make it easier for Spinach to see, right? Oh, sorry, let me get that off. You're not saying that Fox have changed to a color that's harder to see? Okay, because that could be two ways, right? You could be saying Fox have switched the color to a color that's harder to see because Spinach is colorblind. But yeah, that is actually really nice to pick a color that's easier to see. That's very sweet. That is really nice. And also, I mean, apparently it helps because it worked out in the first round. This is going to be the setup here. Overhead off the Rekka, and you get the pickup with the 2A after. And I mean, at this point too, like, you know, if you're Spinach, you're in a pretty rough spot. No, yeah, I was just gonna say, the cycle didn't go your way. You have DP available. Look at the Rekka twerk back in to the pinwheel. Did you see that? That was sick. Flew too close to the sun. You know what I mean? Using the seals to try. Nice. Waited out both of them. That's the key. Ooh, as the other overhead lands. That's the key, right? In that scenario, you have to watch for the puddles on the ground that Carmine's using, and you have to wait for those to make sure that you're not like swinging too early. You try to throw tech, he baits you with it or something like that. Nice block on the overhead too. Ooh. The CS provided footsies. You see the screen freeze, you get the easy peasy whip punish. Low on the Rekka. Yeah, I mean, that's the nice thing about Carmine. You know, even if this character loses his own life to do his best moves and stuff, right? When you're on a pixel, you know, you don't get chipped out in this game. You can just do whatever you want to do with this character. Your health is no longer a resource that really matters. So you can just utilize it however you want. Yep, blocks the overhead again. And just this spaced out pressure from Londrekia, it is really hard to deal with as the Rekka lands. And you have the meter for the kill here. Should be easy peasy. Well, game one goes to Foxov here. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Is Londrekia, he can hold that space so well with, you know, just hitting 5B, 4B, or whatever you want to hit there and using his pokes. And then at any point, he can just Rekka, right? Just Rekka in, force you to deal with whatever he wants to deal with. He has super after, he has CS. It's like so pesky to deal with, you know? And we see an early hit again. No meter for super, but knockdown anyway. Ooh, they both shielded actually. This is going to be good damage too. Carmine does quite a bit. I mean, you know, he's a character that he can be a bit volatile, I think, but despite that, I think has really strong offense. Yeah, that is rough. Rib broken by the throw. Oh, and the trade. It actually isn't that favorable though for either of them. They sort of reset, which is great here if you're Spinach because you have the corner. Gets the command grab super. That'll be the kill. Yeah, and that Rekka, when you have meter or when you have chain shift available, like, Rekka is so strong. I mean, it's good even without it, right? If you have projectile to cover you for the mix-up, there's a lot of situations. That Rekka is just a really solid move. Oh, put the puddle out, but it didn't even matter. You know, you just come flying in. Not even really going to matter here. The reverse B 5A there. And the shield as well. Oh, wow. Try to shield and then get the command grab super after, but didn't work out. Run all the way up. That was like one of those feelings where like your throw didn't work, so you're like, it needs to work. Let me just run all the way in and make sure this happens. Oh, nice. That was a good try actually on the freeze. Even though it doesn't hit, you know, you put yourself in a good position here anyway. That could have been way worse. The reverse speed actually kind of helped out there. And gets picked apart. Man, Foxov potentially closing this out 2-0. I mean, you know, this character Londrekia and I think both of the characters with Foxov really let you control the pace of the match. And that's something that we're seeing be such a big factor here. Yeah, where a character like Carmine, he needs to get the hit and sort of force the situations that are favorable for him, and we haven't really seen that at all. All right, gets the break. This is a big... Oh, that sucks. The freeze. You get the free anti-air. Huge damage, too. Back into the corner after. And then just tries to get a little challenge after. It doesn't work out. You even have CS here, so you can Rekka CS or, yeah, Fireball CS. Baits the veil off. Yeah, you're running out of resources, you're running out of time so very quickly there, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, okay, I need to do something, I gotta go, you know, you dash up, dash back. That is, like, honestly one of the best things in Uni. Dash forward, dash back. People go for OSs, they whiff stand techs, they whiff veil offs, you know? It's such a good option. Oh, looks like the names are flipped. Let me fix that real quick. NorCal, I mean, has such a big uni scene for a long time. I think, like, you know, for quite a few games, NorCal is like that. You know, I think they're known for both Grand Blue and Uni being, like, kind of main stage. Like, they love those games there. Yeah, like, NorCal is sort of the home of those games, and it's games that they care a lot about. Yeah, a lot of really strong Uni players come from that area. Ooh, the stagger pressure on the 5-8. There was a reversal there. I actually wonder what it was. Sword buff used. And you have shield buff here. That's one of those things about Nanase too. She has nice big buttons to control the space on the screen with, you know what I mean? Run up 3C, reverse speed 2. This is actually so... Oh, a little bit of a drop, but... It's actually great damage, and honestly, the more important thing I feel like for Wagner most of the time is positioning too. You know, she puts you in the corner so fast. Ouch. Yeah. The wake up 2A hits. Bit of a whiff, and you take advantage of it. And you get the veil off at the end. Stagger. Oh, and the counter hit. Rough round. I mean, we all have those moments, no, where you assume the pressure is going to end. Yeah, you're like, okay, well... It's 2A stagger, maybe they'll assault, maybe they'll look for something else, and then it's just a 5A or whatever after an assault. Well, my bad. We actually saw like a really straightforward approach off the fireball work a couple of times there. Oh, 2A work, nothing after. I think at this point too, like, it's pretty clear that Mario is comfortable just waiting in these moments and not like overcommitting on pressure, so I think challenging a bit is maybe not the end of the world if you're confident in your timing, but you know, you do have to be careful because if you're wrong against Wagner, you get counter hit by something big, it's going to be really bad. That was a neutral, but obviously on defense, right? You don't want to challenge and then get counter hit by something that just really hurts as a starter, you know what I mean? If you have a confident read in this situation, I understand it, but it hurts. Still a lot of damage on that, and the 2A. Ouch. That's what I mean, you know, you have confidence about their timing and all of a sudden it all falls apart. You're like, uh-oh. I mean, it's the exact thing we saw earlier on where there was the really strong challenges in our winner side match, right? Against Big Black. I mean, that's the kind of thing you have to do in this game. With how pressure goes, if you never challenge, you could find yourself in a really bad position, both in terms of life, but also your opponent gets away with free pressure on you. That's not real. Nice. So it gets the buff after 2. Trying to concentrate a bit. I don't think winning the cycle here is going to be a problem if you're Mario. Well, I mean, it could turn around here right at the end. Yeah, right at the end there. Got that last little block. Pretty big, right? Because you have meter here and CS is available. I love that Mario dashed up and waited for it too. And instead, Octo just challenged. It was like, look, if you're going to wait for me to freeze the screen, I'm not going to do it. And I'll just wake up with a button instead. It's a pretty common mind game to play in this game. Man, look at this damage off of a throw, by the way. And you get all this afterwards, and you find a nice little 2A. Yeah, rebeats are often safe, and then if someone is rebeating and then going for pressure after or whatever, right? If you challenge too late or don't pick the right button to challenge, it can be hard. And some characters like put you in a spot where you don't even have something good to challenge with in terms of a normal. You know, you may have to assault, or you may not have a normal that reaches whatever they're trying to poke you with. So it's on you to find those moments where someone's going to rebeat and then go for some kind of challenge after and find the right normal to hit. Yeah, this is a grip. And also, importantly, you get the buffs here and you get the pressure. This hurts too. This is really slipping away fast if you're Octo. All right, important break on the throw. Oh, and baits the guard thrust, but doesn't get too much out of it, and is unfortunately dead. That was pretty rough. It just didn't quite reach there, which is unfortunate. It kind of all slipped away pretty fast, but that's just sort of what this character does, no? I feel that way about both of the sets we saw Octo lose. I feel like the sets were like so close to going their way. You know what I mean? Well played. Thanks for entering the tournament. I appreciate you stopping by, by the way. Very nice of you. Thanks to everybody who entered. So the next one should be Remi. Wow, Remi beat Lid, it looked like, in losers, huh? If there's one thing I've learned is that you cannot trust VTubers, chat, because Remi is just like, oh, I'm in this tournament for fun. I don't know how to play Uni anymore, etc. And then look who's in top 8 of the tournament, huh? This is why you can't trust VTubers, by the way. It's a firm rule in this household. Wow, we do get some Seth. Oh, this character is cool. I like Seth a lot. I think this character is really fun to watch. He's a complete jerk, though, to be honest with you. Man, I cannot believe the hits on the orb. Every once in a while, I just remember it. I'm like, oh yeah. I forgot that's a thing. Yeah, command grab into the orb. Get some extra damage off of it. Falling, gets the 2C after. Oh, and the cross up. You know, Remi, I don't blame you. We're all only human. Even if you're like an alien VTuber thing. Not quite enough to kill, but you get the little setup here. Looks low. In the... She just walked right into it. Oh man, that cracked me up. There's something so funny about watching her walk face first into the move. Yeah, you often see matchups like this in games, no? Where like, it's the, the orb gives you the combo into the jump 6C2. Cross up on the other side, bail off, completely whiffs. No punish though. But this is what happens in matchups like this, right? In games where you see the zoner character have to deal with a character who does stuff like this, right? Has really excellent movement options that are harder for them to zone. And then they end up forcing you into bad scenarios on defense, and you're like, oh god. Please help. And there it is. You get the grid break. You low shield the overhead. And then goes back to the front, and you have to guess if it's going to be the other side or not. And then the orb's going to hit, and you're like, oh god, please help. And could have seen the kill there. Not quite, though. Oh, that's big, actually. Yeah, Remi even waited it out here in the corner. Hold on. There's a chance here. Yeah, orb. And the veil off hits. Damn. Was not far enough away to bait it out. And gets the easy pickup after. Yeah, pretty rough. Pretty rough in that scenario. I mean, you know, it's kind of the nature of playing a matchup like this, no? Was that character select we saw? That was very nice. Alright, round start here for Remi. We didn't really get to see Remi play much offense either, though. No. Like, it was sort of just you got stuck and like it was like, uh-oh. Oh, no confirm either. Maybe a bit too high. No overhead, just goes for the low. I love watching Seth run the entire length of the screen, by the way. That's rough. Remi was looking for a spot to challenge there. I couldn't get it. Oh no, the veil off whiff again. Although it got like kind of a weird hit out of the air, so no confirm. Counter hit, and you have meter here. Yeah, gonna get the combo off the orb and the command grab. You hate this. Orb's there and gets thrown at the end off the low shield. Yeah, that spot's so rough, right? Because you know, it's the reset where the orb's on the screen and he goes for the command grab super, and you're just like, this is a bad spot to be. In the front? Nice. But still had pressure off the orb. We saw Remi try to up back. You know, it's so funny to watch moments like that where Seth is literally off the top of the screen and Hilda's just sitting there waiting for him to come down. You're just like, you know, this is my life now, I guess. Yeah, not dead or anything here off the tip. You do get the super for the knockdown into the orb afterwards. Oh, you can't do it. You can't veil off this character. Every Hilda player wants to veil off on Wake Up. We all want to do it, and you just can't do it. It's too hard, right? Like, I mean, he's just zipping around the screen nowhere near you, and the dive just misses, and you're like, well, not much you can do there. Unfortunate. Thanks to Remi for entering the tournament. You know what's funny is Remi was just gonna randomly stream Uni today and was like, wait, there's a tournament? I should enter. So thanks for entering the tournament. Our next match, another loser side match here. We should have Mario versus Spinach. That's what it looks like we're gonna get here. Yeah, Seth is a pretty good character, I gotta say. He's also fun, I think, to watch, and also like he does cool stuff. So even though he's annoying to deal with when you play against him, like I think he is cool enough that I'm like not that mad about it. You know what I mean? Win Skullgirls next week. I'll see you here in a week at this very time, where I'll be playing the wiki, and then you can watch me there. So next week will be Skullgirls. I gotta get all the noises to Kill Sage plays during the tournament. This is loser side top 8. So loser of this advances to losers semi. In case you're curious. The Byakuya pick for Mario, actually. Yeah, empty jump from that assault into the throw, runs all the way through. That's the best part about having a projectile like that, no? It's like pushing them out of it and then getting a new mix-up off of it. Wow, other side. You hate to see it. Good damage on this. Throw afterwards, too. And gets the break, which is pretty important, I was going to say, because if Byakuya gets a hit, he can side switch, but, you know. Didn't end up mattering. Dash up, finds a little 2A for your troubles. Oh, and the drop on the 5C. I actually haven't seen Mario play Byakuya, right? We've seen mostly Wagner so far, so a couple of drops in the beginning, maybe not surprising. Oh, wow, the command grab. We haven't seen, like, any of that so far. And the veil off clicks, too. Oh, and you saw the veil off during the freeze, but not much you could do about it. Watch jump 2C. It actually hit in that case. Force function. No combo off of it. Rekka finishes it. Goes for the CS after. Oh! The unnecessary roughness? Didn't need to go for that overhead reset. Already had the 5A, but it worked out anyway. Nice, he gets the pickup too. What up, Remi? Thanks for entering the tournament, by the way. It's very nice of you, and I appreciate the raid. Hope the stream was good. Overhead land. Ooh, a little bit of a drop on the ender. You need that, right, so that you can get the knockdown here at the end. Late CS, jumps the command grab, finds the dash B. And this is actually great, too, because you can carry back into the corner. One of Byakuya's biggest strengths is he has the ability to side swap basically anywhere, and also carry you back in the corner. Yeah, you get the combo off the web here. A little bit of a drop. Ooh, and the veil off hits again. The damage on this is good too. You have veil off. You can super here at the end. Yeah, that'll be the kill. Easy peasy. Don't even have to do anything too fancy there for Spinach. Nicely done in the kill. So I'm curious actually if Mario's gonna stick it out here or if we're gonna see a switch. Well, that answers the question there. Nice 200-word essay from Carmine. Yeah. Wow, a switch to Vatista. What's going on here? What's this about? All roads lead to Vatista. What's happening here? Is this the end? Is Spinach too powerful? Alright, guess the counter hit confirm off the reverse beat, but there's a little bit of a drop. You hate to see it. This is going to be a pretty bad spot to be. Get the charge up at the end. The blocks look good so far, though. Well. How do you approach a girl who's holding down back with a flash kick and a sonic boom? Just wait. Give her some space, that's all. Just gotta give her some space. Oh, it just gets hit low. Yeah, you saw the stand block there. With a blood wheel. Yeah, well. You know, dealer's choice, I suppose. Nice. Shield and then the challenge afterward with the 5A. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. You also afterwards have the space to work with on the screen, right? So I think you'll take it. Shield on the fireball. Oh, and gets it low on the other side. Easy peasy kill here? Question mark. Why has it got to be like this? What's the drop about? All right, gonna shield until you win the cycle. And then, yeah, exactly, immediately spends it. Okay, this is huge. Yeah, pinwheel out. Nice, gets the low after. Uh-oh, this is actually really bad. No, not like this. With meter to spend, you hate to see. Oh, ba-boom, ba-boom. Oh, what a drop. The veil off just a little too far. You do hate to see it. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, other side there. And then instead of dealing with that mix-up, just chose the veil off instead. Somersault. Knockdown. Goes for the drill for more pressure here. Mario and me have the same Vatista combos, it seems like so far. Yeah, pops the orb too, trying to get some pressure. These breaks have been great though. Oh, that could have been a bait and a punish. Not gonna hit, and that's a punish for the kill? Question mark? Yes. Okay, okay. It's all working out. Yeah, Mario cannot hit a combo to completion, and yet still getting the job done. That's how it goes sometimes, I suppose. Also, yeah, if you have some uni stuff that you want to tell people about in the chat, go for it. This is a pretty, well, I was gonna say okay spot, and then you see the whip projectile into the CS, so you have to give up the early advantage that you got from getting Vorpal. Wow, just gets hit mid. Yeah, I suppose the circumstances are probably less than favorable, I'm guessing. This should be the kill. Oh wow, did you see trying to challenge with 5A on the ground? Carmine's not having it, like, nah, I'm chilling. Puddle behind, get to force them in with the wheel. Nice, the overhead hits too. Yeah, I mean, this is a great spot for Spinach. You gotta feel pretty good about this. CS as well. The only thing that's scary, I guess, is flash kick, right? It's like the only thing that can give you a problem here. Ooh, and the trade looks good. Nicely done from Spinach. Yeah, looked a lot more clean. All of a sudden, you have to delay the combos by a couple of frames, and then you're ready to go. All right, I think we're ready for the next match. Thanks everybody for coming through, by the way. It's very kind of you to check out the tournament. Watch some Uni. This game is awesome. I highly recommend it. It's super fun. A lot of people know that the online play for this game has its issues, but if you have people to play with or a scene to play with, I think it's one of the most fun fighting games I've ever played. It's incredibly good. I highly recommend it. If you can find some people in your neighborhood down the block who have the video game, I highly recommend it. It's an incredibly good game. Yeah, matchup we've seen a few times. If you watched Evo the year that Uni was there, you saw this matchup a few times, I'm sure. And if you watched Uni in general, you've seen this. Again, kind of same thing we saw from Seth in the other matchup, right? Very mobile character, really good in the air, but Byakuya has a bit better tools on the ground typically than I think most characters, and also he has pretty good anti-airs. He's got his really good 3C, 5A. They're useful tools for him, but, you know, more than most characters, Seth can kind of avoid the ground game against them and kind of stay in the air, right? And really force unfavorable situations in that regard. Because most characters, if you have to fight Byakuya on the ground, is not going to be good for you. He's going to be doing some nasty stuff. Nice air-to-air jump B. Yeah, carry back to the other corner. Look at Byakuya. All the way back to that other corner. Not quite all the way in there, though. So webs might be a little weird here. Oh, just gets hit by the 5A. That's the danger of these webs, right? They just present such a bad situation for you. Looking for that 2B. If you get hit low, you'll get comboed into the web there, too. Force function. Yeah, that's an overhead. And it's a really scary option when Byakuya has CS, because he can combo afterwards, right? So you can get force function overhead and then combo, and it does a lot of damage. It does a bajillion, so it's really good, really useful option. It's also hard to see a lot of times too. He just kind of leans back. Nice, 2B2C lands. We're seeing a lot more control this time in this round for Big Black. And this is gonna be Rekka 2. Web super setup. Looks for the 2C. I like the jump too. The jump forces you to deal with that web on the ground. Ooh, this is a humongous starter. Bit of a drop though. Ooh, that could have been a confirm. Maybe jump B, jump C after, or jump 2C. Look at the patience from Big Black too. Like, even though there's a lot happening in terms of Seth trying to attack, take up space, just kind of waiting. All right, the veil off. Yep, command grab. Yeah, thanks to Veil Off, got to do it a couple of times. And you have damage. Oh, that could have been a big hit. Anti-air? No! That's the nice part about having such strong air options, right? You're not able to block in the air like that, but if you have something that can get you out of the air to airs, way! Oh, that jump 2C. The savior. Jump 2C comes in when you need him most. Always there for you, never forget. It's also like when jump 2C hits, you can like very easily confirm out of the air with it into a whole combo into the corner. Like, it's such a good move. Yeah, this is big here too. You don't have meter for the web set at the end here, but you do get the Rekkas on the knockdown. Oh, and goes for the overhead after. That's the floor web. And you have super here if you want to spend it. You don't have to though, actually, because you have one web on the ground, one web in the air. Oh, big back throw. Goes for the fake on the command grab. That does set a web too, which is pretty nice. He was on like a collision course with it too for a second there. And that'll be the easy kill. Damn. Big Black looking really good in this set so far. Yeah, probably the worst part about Byakuya is the lore. But thankfully, I don't know any of it. Oh, yeah, the orb block there forced you to deal with the pressure after. I have to say, the defense from Big Black has been so good. Look, I love the run under too, and that was almost a great confirm, but that's one of the most important things about this matchup, is like running under, knowing when you can challenge in situations like that. This is huge. The damage is really good. You get to set the webs. Oh, bail off. Yeah, not a bad option there. A lot of people do it when Byakuya runs up, so that way you don't have to deal with guessing on the web being there or not. Oh, good jump too, and then you had the shield. That was perfect. Yeah, really well played here. Actually, I'm super impressed. Both sides here. They're blocking the 2C2 on the fastball. Ooh, no whiff punish. That was close though. Probably just a couple of frames off. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was scary. There's actually no time here. So even if Big Black got a hit earlier, I don't think there's any way to do enough damage to beat the clock. Nice 5A to hit the orb. Jump back that time to get away instead, and then yeah, I like the patience from Shaly just running up. Command throw lands, runs up, finds a 5A. This is a great chance here too. Because you have, you know, the cycle to work with, obviously. You got meter to work with. Big Black's down a ton of life. And really does not have the same control that we've seen in the other games. Oh, I couldn't steal the cycle there either. Try to concentrate at that last second, and look at the fall from above the orb. Oh my god, please help. Please help. He's done 18 air actions in a row. I just want to move. And that'll do it. That's game 2 right there. You just see, like, Byakuya's walking back and forth, waiting for these air actions to end. And what's happening is the orb above your head is going to come down on a clock, right? Like, after a certain amount of time, the orb's going to hit you. And you have to guess whether it's left, right, or whatever, right? So try to air and gets hit for it. That's one of the first times we've seen, like, Big Black try something, and then it's not worked out because maybe being a bit too preemptive. So maybe that was the adjustment. Big Black was like, all right, I'm going to... Ooh, that's big. Grid break throw. Maybe the adjustment was like, all right, let me go up in the air more. Looking good here, by the way. Damage on this is great. You have the web above still up there, kind of limiting the air options from Seth. Yeah. This should be the kill. Goes for the 2-3-60. Easy peasy. Much better round there from Big Black. Nice. Just runs up again. That's the thing about a character like this. Yeah, when he's so mobile and he's spending so much time in the air, a lot of times you run up and you're like, all right, he's going to be in the air. I can just run on the ground. And then I love that you just challenge, you know? Like, it's really smart to say, okay, I'm not going to go in the air. Instead, I'm just going to stay on the ground and challenge immediately. Not let you get for this. Nice block on the double overhead, but there's the force function. And it breaks the grid. Ouch. That hurts. That is like a brutal switch in momentum. And that, all off of that, from that FF, should seal the deal. Yeah, hate to see it. It all like kind of fell apart so fast there. Yep. The whiff, super at the end. Easy peasy. Man, that hurts so bad. It all falls apart so fast for Big Black. Who's moving on into the top 4 of this tournament. Well played, though. And well played to Shaly as well, actually, with the set. It was fun to watch. Thanks for joining and stopping by. So, I will give us all an update on the bracket. We can do that real quick, right? We should be our winners finals of the tournament. So, let me pull that up for everybody here. It's going to be Foxa versus Defiant in winners finals. Then, in loser side, we have Spinach versus Big Black. That's going to be our top 4 of the bracket. 3 out of 5. First of 3 wins now. Yeah, the lobby should be fine there for that. Losers semis is still 2 out of 3, and then losers finals is 3 out of 5. So that is the plan of attack. So yeah, Foxa versus Defiant. Boom, 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 boom. I'm playing the game in windowed mode, yes. It's because you can't alt-tab it. You know? You can't alt-tab. Alt-tabbing, what's it called? Uni breaks it a lot of times, so I just play in windowed mode, so that you don't have to worry about it. You can alt-enter, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, the game does not like alt-tabbing. It's true. All right, so it's going to be Vatista. No, Foxa plays a couple of characters. Yeah, it can crash if you alt-tab a lot. It just rolled a dice. I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, this has been the character I think, you know, a lot of people are truly scared of in this game for a reason, right? Vatista is truly a despicable character. Oh man, humongo punish, by the way, here. Block on the DP. We've seen Defiant's DPs, by the way, been like really effective all day long. And that was the first one, comes out, gets blocked right away. Yeah, this is one of our winners finals of the tournament. Sorry, let me get that fixed for you all. That updated in the chat as this round slowly but surely slips away. Yeah, that is also true. Vatista cannot be counter hit. You know, that's a pretty nice factor to have for a character, yeah. Oh, the last hit, that is tragic. And just at this point, 20 seconds on the clock. How do you approach a girl who's holding down back with both a flash kick and a sonic boom? Oh, you hit her in the heavens? Yeah, you're vibing at this point. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think they both know. Defiant's like, I can't win. I got full meter. You have full meter. I'll see you next round. That's what all that meter was for, sucker. You didn't know the whole time? Yeah, your meter carries over in this game, so it's pretty important. You notice the flash kick blocked. No counter. Flash kick on wake up again. This is a pretty alright lead here. Uh-oh. This is starting to get scary though. You have to advance. Yeah, gets the cycle again, which I think you're pretty happy with, but unfortunately she's gonna come running in here. Slowly but surely you're losing space. Ooh, jump back, fireball, double jumps it. I love the 3C again, looking to find some kind of answer on the air attack. Oh, that was a big whiff on the Rekka. I don't know if she could have actually punished if she just like woke up immediately with a button, or if that was a delay, but that's the kill for Defiant. I love in the tournament chat after, Defiant just says net play, man. I love you say that. Someone in the chat said, how do people make fun of my router when FoxUp does this? That's TPP. Oh, my game crashed. Yeah, well, you know, we made it about 3 hours without resetting the lobby. It's fine. Are they just going to go to last round here? I think it's still 0-0. Wait, are they just... Oh, I have to take everything off again. I'm sorry. Did they change the, did the score change? I'm not sure. I think they're just gonna play it out, huh? Okay. Yeah, I got everything off. Yeah, they might just be replaying the match, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the Uni players are used to it because they're like, yeah, let's just do this. Nice block on the overhead. It's not that fast, but you know, you still gotta be ready. Sometimes you can get caught asleep. Oh, I love the attempt to save yourself there, and then it still didn't work out, but it wasn't too big of a punish, thankfully. Yeah, there is actually a bit of an issue here that time is kind of not on FoxUp's side. Uh-oh. You do need to get in and get the hit now. Uh-oh, this is big. And you have meter to spin here. Yeah, there's no time. Oh, 10 seconds. Trying to get in and make something happen. The problem is like, this doesn't do too much, no. Like, you know, you can't kill him fast enough, right? There's not enough time. Yeah, let me get the names fixed. I'll update that real quick. They were on the other side before. There's not much time there if you're FoxUp. You're sort of low. And you know, games like Uni have games like this quite often, right? Where the time is a big factor because defense is, you know, pretty strong. Ooh, that's bad. Even that little tap is no good, but, you know, fortunately gets the hit. And he ends up getting the cycle off of it, which is pretty nice. Yeah, this game you'll see a bit more timeouts than other games because defense is quite strong. And waiting and being patient is also pretty good. You can kind of time out the clock a bit easier than other games. That's huge. Big old punish here. Although there's a bit of a drop, and then instead, oh no, hit the veil off too early. So ended up hitting it out of the air, and the combo didn't work because of it, but this is still the kill anyway. That sucks. The veil off got hit out of the air though. You hate to see it. Oh, this is big too. Get the corner carry on this. Bit of a drop, but you still have okay positioning here if you're Defiant. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a good little pickup at the end too. Got the pop on the fireball. The thing about Hyde, yeah, is he can pop his fireball like that early so that, you know, if you're trying to move over it or make something happen, he can hit you for it. CSDP. This is it. This should be the kill, yeah, with meter here. Nicely done. You love to see it. That was well played there from Defiant. I wonder if we're gonna see a switch to Lond at all. Well, we do in fact see the Londrekia. Defiant looking great this tournament, by the way. Playing Hyde in winners finals of the tournament. It's funny. Yeah, so somebody said I don't have Lond. I played Lond when he came out. I streamed it. It's on my YouTube. Did I get robbed? I don't know. Do I have him on console maybe? Did console Lond come out earlier? I don't know. Maybe I have him on console. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Yeah, I played quite a bit of Lond when he came out. Yeah, there's a few stages in this game that people play on. When I see a few, it's like Park and that play, or the training one. These are the ones that people play on because otherwise you can have issues, frame drops and stuff, right? Yeah, this is just a brutal position. Finally uses the CSDP to get off, but I mean, you gain the space here. If you don't win the space back very quickly here, you're going to be in trouble. Oh, that was a scary whiff. Challenging on the 5A. Oh, you are kidding me that the Rekka went through the Rekka. I did not expect that. That was a great block, by the way. From Octo. That was quite impressive. Wow. Dash block on wake up. Goes for the throw. There's a tech right after. Gets the shield and tries to go for the throw after. He had time to actually get the break though. Okay. Not a lot of time here, but there is CS. Yeah, so you can get the DP. Oh, and stuffs it. That'll be the kill. So look at that. Even with the switch to Lon, game one so far, looking pretty good for Defiant, actually. I like the pop on the fireball early, just in case there's like a Rekka or something that comes out. Ouch. Yeah, that's a rough counter hit. He just pokes you right in the eye. Ah, damn, that did a lot of damage, too. Wow, and you get grid broken on this, too. More and more pressure here. Okay, this is big. Yeah, big starter. Bit of a drop. Ooh, and tried to steal the cycle at the last second. Couldn't get it. Oh, that is so cheap. The little hop over empty into the cross-up. Didn't get the confirm off of it, though. Bit of a drop, so it gives Defiant another chance here. Block on the cross-up on the Rekka. It was low and then cross-up. When you have CS there, you can kind of commit to that option, sort of without feeling too scared. Oh, nice block. Try to just run up and go for that jump over, and then the low shield gets smoked. All right, last round here in the second game. Third game, technically. Fourth game, technically. Ooh, jump in, didn't punish. Recovery was a bit too fast. Nice. You love to see it, actually. I mean, that Rekka is really good, especially when you have, you know, meter to spend on it, or you have the ability to CS it. Yeah, it's been all that, those blocks. Got some meter for him, which is now what we're seeing, but it's kind of in reverse now, no? Where Londrekia not only gets the poke out, but has resources to work with, both meter and won the cycle. Nice hop over. There's the block. Overhead on the Rekka. It's funny that he gets the side swap and then he freezes you and then he does like empty low. Like, man, this character is sick. The defense from Defiant has been great too. Honestly, from both of them, has been really impressive. Important break there, and then you had to respect the CS after. What are the most common interactions in Uni? So if you're, you know, you haven't watched much Uni, you don't know what's going on. When someone throw techs, right, they are plus after, they're +8. But if you initiate the throw and then someone techs your throw, you're now -8. But you have chain shift, you can just chain shift after. It freezes the screen. If they try to take advantage of their plus frames, they can't really do anything, right? So it kind of means that if you initiate a throw with CS, you're pretty safe afterwards. Keep it down. It's like a pretty common interaction. It's why you see people who have CS available go for throws a lot. Yeah, also the Glosser has a lot of uni terms, so you can always check that. That's always nice. That sucks. That double sucks. Not only do you get hit by the overhead, then you get hit by it, and your grid broken, and it's a reset. So it's like the first one hits you, and you're like, this game sucks. How did I get hit by that? And then you get hit again, you're like, all right, my bad. That one's on me. You're like, that one's on me, okay. With 2-hit Rekkas. Oh no. That is horrendous. You get thrown in the corner. Hyde gets the confirm after he gets the combo. And you get grid broken. So you can do Rekka CS or commit to whatever option he wants here. Yeah, CS after. Same interaction we just talked about. Meter has meter here. Maybe could have killed, but this will end up killing anyway. We're looking at 2-1 Defiant there with a quick game. A lot of really good pressure. We really didn't see Londrekia get started at all, right? All right, and we're locked in here. This is now gonna be Lon. There's no switching back to Vatista or anything like this. Yeah, and I mean, you know, people have talked about it quite a bit. That is so... Having the little whiff jump over into the cross up, into 5A like that. Super juicy. Yeah, that is really nice to have. And you have meter here at the end if you want to spend it. Little sandwich pressure, combo. Build some extra gauge there. You have CS available for Rekka or whatever you want to do. Easy peasy. Well played there. And a pretty rough round. Sometimes, you know, these things sort of happen. I feel like that round is exactly what happened in reverse in the last one. Oh no, the low shield gets smoked by the overhead Rekka. Blocks the overhead correctly. And also gets the cycle. Just barely because of a shield there at the last second. The strip, you don't have to worry about it now. This is a pretty rough spot to be. Throw break's big though. You don't have a lot of life to work with. You got a cycle. You have 200 meter. If you're Defiant here, it's time to get moving. Nice. That's a good start. Drop though. You still have 100 meter, but your other 2 resources are gone. All right, it's time. This cannot be a combo drop. We need to see this through, and then we have to see some pressure after. Oh, baited on the DP. This is big. Should be the kill. You love to see it. Didn't even have to spend any bar or anything. This is potentially set point here to be in top 3. Starts the round with Rekka too. Set point here for Defiant, who's looked great all day. Wow, what a block. Ran all the way up for that assault. Man, that overhead Rekka has really been paying the bills this set so far. Ooh, 5A, little tech out. At this point too, I think that this damage is really starting to add up. You're gonna get the cycle. Yeah, I like the CS right at the last second. That's big. Drop though. You have to respect some of this bar, I think. Maybe looking for DP or super or whatever. First hit Rekka goes for the throw this time. Dash block on wake up, trying to get that space. Oh, and the low shield gets smoked. Extra bit of damage, you lose your grid. This is bad. Ah, the veil off hits. This is huge. All right, we're back. We're back in business. Although there's only 30 seconds left on the clock, you sort of do need to make some stuff happen soon here. All right, dumping it. It's time. Blocks the overhead. Fox of is chilling in his own house. Shoes are off. You're vibing. Uh-oh. Time is a big factor here. You need a bunch of throws. It's not enough. You need more. Time. Doesn't get up right away either. Yeah. Tough to do much. At that point, you know, you need to get a... It's not about getting a hit at 10 seconds left. You got to make it happen even earlier as we're going to our final game here between these two. Winners finals. Pretty rough. Yeah, in that situation, you really... The time is not on your side. Winners finals looking good. Yeah, late break there. Oh, did you see the pump? Pumped up, pumped down, said, all right, it's time. And then 2-8, and still Fox of chilling. Not moving. Moisturized in their lane. That's just how it goes. Oh no, this is only winners finals of the tournament. Alright, you got a lot of juice to work with here. You have corner now if you're Defiant. Big hit. You're gonna build a lot of bar with that. God damn, that did a lot of damage. Nice punish on the orbiter. Jumps up, air to airs it. A simple pleb like me is just gonna sit there and block it. Nuh-uh. Was ready for it. Look at the carry on that, too. That is so much. This also could be the kill here with the meter. Yeah. Dump that bar, get that kill. Set point now for Foxa. Big deal, too, right? You get the advantage here. You go into grand finals on winner's side. You're feeling pretty good. Overhead. And you know, that overhead has hit quite a bit, too. The second part of the Rekka overhead. We've seen it a lot, and it's broken some shields a few times, so good to see the block there. Ah, that is rough. When you block the projectile in the air like that, you're stuck, right? I mean, you're not able to air block. He just runs up, picks the free 3C. You cannot block it. It's the worst thing. He cut off the screen so that he was unable to get away from the projectile. Oh, that's rough. Again, I mean, that Rekka is a really good move for that reason. I mean, it's a mix-up canned in, right? Ooh, and the counter hit on the other side. Although lost the corner. Has CS here. I think this should still be the kill regardless. Yeah, Veil off. Super for the kill. Nicely done. Man, Foxa really came alive in that last game. Just looked too dominant. It was like everything was a bit sharper and a bit cleaner. You know what I mean? Everything was just executed really, really well. I think Defiant played great, and then Foxa really just came alive. Yeah, Londrekia, pretty sick character. I loved playing Lon when I played him. I thought he was a blast. He's no Byakuya to my heart, but he is great. He's a really, really, really sick character. I think when he first came out, people were like, these Rekkas this, and they seem kind of whack, and I'm not so sure. And then I think that tune ended up changing pretty fast once people realized, like, wait, this character is kind of nasty, actually. All right, we got Spinach versus Big Black. This is our loser semis, by the way. In case you guys don't know, this will be 2 out of 3 again, right? So we're not going to have another 3 out of 5 until the next set. But I'll get that all set up, and I think we're ready to go. Should probably be Carmine versus Byak. Yep, that's what it'll be. Loser semis. This is first to 2, by the way. First to 2. So just keep that in mind there, chat. Let me change the top there to say loser semis. It's 1 a.m. so you're crashing. I appreciate that. Thanks everybody for coming through, by the way. Checking out the event, whatever your time zone is. I know there's a lot to watch today for fighting games. Texas Showdown's on. There's a lot of tournaments happening and stuff, so I appreciate it. And thanks to Smash GG for putting this on. Again, next week, we'll be here again with Skullgirls. Week after that, we'll be here again with another game, which we don't even know yet. As the overhead clips. And yeah, this is looking pretty rough. You have super here if you want it, but you already have the webs out. No reason to set it. Ooh, low shield. Nice. And then jumps and blocks it early. It's scary to block the web in the air like that. You saw in the last game, right? When you block a projectile or block something in the air this game, you cannot air block normals, right? So someone can just run up and hit you out of the air. So it's scary to actually jump and block the web. Y'all can react to that with running up and hitting like 5A, and it's an unblockable. So, you know, it's very scary to deal with. Or 3C or whatever you want to hit with. It's going to be web set here. Man, this is, yeah, a rough spot. Counter hit assault. That's pretty rough. And you have meter here. Force function. I was feeling it in my shoulder blades, actually. You know that because as a Byak player, when you have CS available, like force function CS is so good. It's an overhead. You know, you get the combo after if it hits. It's hard to react to, and if it doesn't hit, it's like, why not? All right, I'm in a good spot anyway. It's really tough to deal with. As a Byakuya player, there are a lot of shoulder blades to feel it in. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Rekka knockdown here. And that 3C just taps with it. 3C is a low. It's the move, his anti-air move, the one he just did there. But if you charge it up, it can be an overhead. So you can like half charge it and then make it a low still, and then people stand up, and kind of like the net play special. Wow, Dash C traded there. Oh. Scary whiff, actually. Yeah, I love that. I love the throw. You saw the shield last time, so I think looking for the throw there, just in case there's another low shield. Whiff punish. That's a foozy. Yeah, and I gotta say, all day long, I've been really impressed with Big Black's defense in every set. You hate to see it. One of the best things, you know, that challenge so far away for characters like this who want to control that space right outside the range of like Byakuya's 2C or his like 5C. That dashing C lets you not only tag him from that far away, but then you can get a combo that's a corner, like, you know, corner side swap, confirm. It's really rough. Oh god, please help. Help me. I don't blame you for getting hit. Sometimes you gotta let it rip like that, no? Like, you really gotta just be like, alright, fine. Nice, the side swap for the kill. Ooh, I like that. That little staggered 2B that we saw there. And the throw as well. I think that's like a good sign maybe from Spinach, kind of recognizing that these throws are working out a little bit more. If you've convinced your opponent especially to like chill because you did, I don't know, triple assault, then maybe it works. Ooh, invalid. You hate to see it, but sometimes these things happen. It gives Byak all this extra damage and the web set. Ow. 2B2C, checking. Look at these webs. Just vibing. You're just stuck. All right, gets out of there. The web is still up top, but it's not going to be a factor, I think. Yeah. That's big break. And you got in the corner. Big Black is in a great spot now. Got the side swap. Big assault right over. Yeah, that's looking pretty rough. Meter to dump here. Not quite 200%. But at this point, we haven't seen... Oh, the low. That is cheap. That's something that he got in clear. That is cheap. That is a nasty thing to have. Yeah, he can cancel off of it and go for the low after. It's really good when you have CS especially, right? So you can combo off the follow-up easy peasy. Man, what a good character. Byak is pretty gnarly. All right, so that was our loser semi. Thanks, by the way, for playing in the tournament, Spinach. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if Remi knows, but you, first of all, messed up the seating, which it's a joke. It's not actually a big deal. But second of all, Jushichi was like, you know, I lost the Remi in tournament like 2 years ago, and this motherfucker's good. Like, that was like the message I got, and I was like, damn, all right. Remi's a beast. So, you know, he needs to run back. Okay, that's what's happening here. All right, this is our losers finals. Back to first of 3. Hope everybody's been enjoying. I hope everybody, not only who played in the bracket or people who are restreaming, but also people who are watching it, enjoy some Uni. No way. Really? I did not know. Does Defiant play Enkidu? I haven't seen. Defiant's been playing only Hyde, right? No way, right? Defiant used to be an Enkidu player? I see. What's happening? What's going on here, huh? You good, bro? Alright, assault in whiff. I love the patience right there from Big Black, just chilling. Just on the hop. I mean, this is how this matchup goes, no? Like, Enkidu can be quite brawlic when he gets in, right? So, like, you kind of just want to hold space and not do anything too risky, try to get whip punishes, make him run into the stuff you're doing. Yeah, I mean, his buttons are quite big. Love the shield into the throw there. And then the easy peasy confirm. No Rekka though. Yeah, and the throw into the corner. This is a pretty tough spot to win still though. Yeah. A little early on the throw. Dive kick, tried to throw it. I love that. It's like Defiant was like, all right, if in the last match, Spinach is going to triple assault, why don't I just triple jump? You know, like, is that the plan? Like, all right, let me just jump and like see if you're going to bite. Ooh. No confirm though. That was supposed to be, that command grab was supposed to be Rekka, but it was a little bit of a miss. Slight drop. Happens sometimes. Runs up, finds the throw. 2 in a row. And man, the stagger pressure just not working out. A bit more patience too. Ooh, that sucked. Yeah, you saw the shield right at the last second there. Wake up kicks. You're in a pretty good spot here though, I think, if you're Defiant still, considering that you just got grid broken. Like, it could be way worse, especially you have the corner. Good lord. Okay. Yeah, that should kill. Ah! Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything worked out. Meaty 5A, we're good. I love how big the delays we're seeing are, to be honest. Like, just running up for the pressure and waiting for forever. Good God. Look at the... I love it. I love it. I'm a big fan. You gotta do it. Big Black is so patient, right? Like, if you're just gonna fight someone who's willing to be patient that long, then you have to put in delays like this in your pressure to stop them from just sitting there vibing and waiting for what you want to do. Yeah, CS on the reverse beat. There was a gap side stop. This could be the end of the round. This could be. Byak gets the web here. This could be. Byak has the corner, jumps back, assaults forward. Webs are gone. You can still throw onto the web behind you. Scary. The shield there as well. Also, you have force function, which is pretty scary as well. Oh! Ooh, that was scary. Throw backwards. Still have to respect it. The full charge. You hate to see it. Just sent it. Let it rip. Oh, no. That is bad. That's a drop with time. Not looking good here for Big Black as well. You got to be so careful. The jump back dive kick. Ouch. That hurts at the last second. Because you need to chase, right? If you're Big Black, you got to get in there. You got to make it work. You got to chase. So that jump back dive kick was a great idea. 1-0 Defiant. I see everybody in the chat who's like, wait, I bet in Defiant. I believed in you all along. Never doubted, smile. Ooh, tried to get the whip punish on the dash scene. Not quite there. Big counter hit. This is great though, because you get the carry here. No meter or anything. Ah, yeah, that's gonna be a break. Oh. That's probably the worst feeling, I think, in Uni. Like, when you get a counter hit and you just reverse beat instead of confirming, and you're like, why am I here? Just to suffer? Up kicks again. Yeah, spent the bar early, though. I love the dash block after seeing the 2C. Uh-oh. Yeah, counter's a no-go. Is maybe looking for Rekka? Ooh, so much patience. I mean, you have a life lead. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. We've seen how big of a factor the time is, right? Ah. That's unique. Getting the 3C counter hit, 2C pickup afterwards. Ouch. Double web set as well. Oh, and up backs into the web. Force function blocked. And then the falling jump beat. Just on time for Big Black. That is brutal. Like, you have a life lead for 40 seconds or something. At this point too, like, you know, ooh, bit on a whiff on the throw. Maybe there was supposed to be a dash first and it just didn't come out or something. But at this point too, you have to feel it, right? These rounds are really like grinding down. Oh, counter hit dash C, yep. I think maybe too far though for the web to combo. Yeah, the C web, like the angle it hits is not always like such that it'll work after dash C, depending on the range. Uh-oh, that's bad. Yeah, you get a web here in the corner. Getting thrown back into the corner against this character is so bad. Obviously, Byak puts you there. He puts the web. He's in such a good position. First hit Rekka into the super. One web in the air, one on the ground. Wow, run up 3C. Maybe looking for a jump back or something. That was great. Wait. Oh, and you still get the cycle after? I was just going to say that if Defiant wins the cycle, he lives. But actually, because you didn't get the cycle in that situation, the game ends. That is so... That could have went the complete other way if the cycle didn't work out. It could have been the complete opposite. But just got it twice in a row, which is like such a big deal, right? Situations like that, it can really end up mattering. Also, that reaction anti-air is great. 236C from Byak has a humongous hitbox, both vertically and horizontally. Nice. Right into my waiting arms, you know? Hit that 5B, catch him dashing up. Yeah, there was going to be no reverse beat there because the chain started with 5A, 2A, so the stagger was going to be a little bit later. Alright, web sets out, all three webs. I love that he's just been using that to clear the webs, actually, not deal with the pressure anymore. Ooh, the Fuzi. Sick whip punish. Yeah, that should be the kill. You know, Byakuya players are Byakuya players, huh? We're jerks. It's fine, I get it. I get it. That's just this is who we are. You do not want to kill him right away though, because you want the CS to let your meter build up too, right? Which is tight. Yeah, you do want your CS to build up there. That does make sense. A lot of times there too, we've seen actually dash up throw after the throw break from Big Black, so I like that. Kind of opted for a different look there. Uh-oh. Yeah, that could have been punished, but you get the throw there anyway. And we really have not seen this pressure work out, although there's finally the low hit working out on the 2A. I was gonna say, I feel like Defiant's pressure has mostly not like opened him up that much. We've mostly seen like stray hits really add up more than like the pressure of the character working out. Ah, 2C, easy peasy pickup. Yeah, very similar mix-up. There's a few characters in this game that can do the same kind of mix-up where you half charge a move that's an overhead and then you go for a low chain afterwards. Or you just do full charge C after and, you know, you just overhead him and you say, why not? It's going to be a nice web set after. The damage on this is not too high, actually. Again, just clearing the webs. Yeah, that's an overhead. When Byak fully charges his 3C, a little anti-air move, it's an overhead. Defiant's in a bad place. Yeah, I mean, you know, trying to make some kind of whiff or mistake happen, but you have 30 seconds on the clock, basically a full life character. It's brutal, right? Yeah, that should be the kill. Well done there. Not a lot of options. Like, you have to make a hit happen against an opponent who's incredibly patient. And not only that, but you need to make the hit happen, and you need to make it happen soon because there's no time. Like, you just got to get the hit. We're going to see the switch here to Hyde, maybe. Yeah, it's Hyde time. Yeah, I think this makes sense. This is the character we've seen the whole time. Yeah, there's a few moves like that that are like Byakuya's 3C, where when you charge it up, it's an overhead, but if it's half charged, it's a low. Right, if you just do it, it's a low. And you can also just, you know, go into like a low move afterwards. So you don't even have to make that part hit. You can just hit with the move afterwards. Just do 2B after or something. This is big. Just wake up back throw into the corner. Bail off for the strip. You're chilling here. This is a great spot to be. You can spend super. I like empty assault there too. Just trying to see if he's going to do something. I mean, Big Black very rarely swings kind of like errantly on defense or anything. So I think having those humongous gaps in your pressure is okay because it's probably not going to try anything most of the time. Man, there's so much time between these two. Like, really trying to see if he's going to flinch or go for anything. Oh, no break. This is big now because of this. That throw is huge. Oh, and that's going to be a kill. You got 200 meters to spend. You probably only need 100. Or, I mean, even with the time, maybe you don't even have to spend any, but yeah. Yep. Ah. Alright, this is a much better round start than last time. You don't want Byakuya to be able to control space with his big normals and stuff. This gets hit meaty, actually. Alright, no jump air to air this time. Orbiter's chilling. Has more and more pressure here. Back to the front. Defense has been great, but you're down a lot of life, you know. You gotta kind of make a hit happen soon. Uh-oh. Dash B. It's a little spaced out, though, and there's always the threat of canceling into Rekka or something. Ouch. That's not good. Big starter. Counter hit 2C. The damage from this is ridiculous. And you get the web set. Just harassing low over and over. You can't really jump there or challenge, right? Because the webs will hit you, so you're kind of like, I'm gonna just wait here for this to go away. We're at a basically even game, 25 seconds left. Looking low, try not to do anything too committal. Run up 2C, challenge, and that's a big assault. I love it because we haven't really seen a lot of like kind of slightly riskier approaches like that from Defiant so far, and I think that's like a big thing to just bring out and say, yeah, why not? Yeah, sort of an unwinnable situation here. Big Black just, you know, chilling. Like, all right, there's not much I can do. All right, blocks have been great. I actually think that Defiant has done a really good job of recognizing that Big Black is sort of leaving these big moments where he's not going to challenge anything, just going to chill. And I like that instead is just taking advantage of it. Big Black, I think actually I would like to see a little bit more challenging maybe. It's like a lot of nothing is fine, but I'd like to see maybe a bit more. Great break. Yeah, I've been doing that run up throw quite a bit. I mean, has CS there on defense too. Oh, that was a big whiff. Oh no, the stand tech's a no-go. I love the dash blocking too after that 2C. Alright, so Byak, obviously life deficit here. You can go for something into CS, but you need to make it happen kind of soon. Alright, big dash B starter. Time is going to be a factor in this round again. I don't know if he can get the lead off this, right? So, ooh, that's not good. That's a bit of a mistake. Oh boy. I think veil off maybe just in case if you get the hit, you can just commit to it. Yeah, there's no time. I don't know what you can do there. As Byakuya, you have no meter, you have nothing. That was a couple of mistakes, I think. Just a couple of whiffs. Probably not what Big Black meant there. But you'll take it. We're looking at 2 apiece here. It's because you try to do web set sometimes, and if you get DP instead or something gets messed up with the web set, you get crossed up, there's an error, you're like, uh-oh. Okay, big start. Especially, you know, his defense without bar is, you know, he doesn't have a reversal or anything, so at the end of the last round, he doesn't really have anything he can do against 2A. He's kind of stuck. Last hit of the Rekka. I love the way Byakuya fell back, just got completely smoked on the hit. Oh, runs up. Needy 3C just says like, what? What's up? Yeah, it really was. It just felt like a car door closed. It is true. When you have a jab like Byakuya's, it's hard to... Nice block on the FF. It's hard not to just do it. Yep, combo off the web here. That's why that web is so important, too, for people who have been wondering, like, why does Byakuya even need that web in the back there? He can throw you and then choose which direction to throw you after. And that's the nice thing, right? Is he can throw you back into the web that's behind him and then reset and combo after it. Nice. There's finally the reversal, and you get to combo off this too. This is great damage. I mean, this is a starter, is super high. You obviously need meter, and you have to win the cycle to get it, but the damage is incredibly good, and you get a ton of corner carry off of it. Good block. These force functions have been hitting a lot of other people. What a confirm. Good lord. And you have meter to dump here. Look at the patience, too. Love the challenge, man. Defiant's timing all day has been incredible. Okay. We need more of those. Yeah, we need like two more of them, maybe. Oh, nothing on the web. Trying to get that cycle at the last second, but Big Black got it. 22 seconds. A hit kills here for either character, but it's more important for Hyde. Oh, he flies out of there. Oh, and the web! You gotta make something happen soon here. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna crack the 5A. 5 seconds. Not much to be done. Even if you get hit there, right? Even if you get hit by DP or something as Byakuya, you're still in a pretty good spot. Damn, that's rough. That is a rough spot to be. Big Black moving on. Gonna be in the finals. Man, isn't this what we all expected? Didn't we make it here in the end? It's gonna be Big Black versus Foxa. Grand finals. Nicely done, Defiant. I think a lot of people in chat are big fans. Not only people who are uni people, but people in my chat who maybe haven't seen you play before today. They're big fans. You created a bunch. And we have our finals. Funny how that works out. Foxa, winner side. Thanks to SmashGG for helping make this all happen. Thanks everybody in chat for coming through and checking it out. It's very nice of you. I appreciate that quite a bit. Thanks everybody for playing in the tournament and chilling, hanging out. Byakuya in finals, Sajam collusion. It's time. It's time. The air to air. Looking good. Our grand finals here. Foxa in winner side, by the way. You gotta remember that this is an important set, right? Starting out, you need a lot of things to go right for Big Black. And Big Black's a very patient player, right? So if you're gonna play super patient and go the distance, this is gonna be a bit of a grind in that respect, right? And started with Vatista as well, not going for Lond in the beginning here. Gets rid of the web. Smart. That's good matchup knowledge right there, too. Just to know immediately. Has the crystal out. Tries to concentrate there for the cycle, but Big Black gets it anyway. Yeah, generally, I think the characters that Byakuya doesn't like fighting are characters that he doesn't get to battle on the ground with his big normals and control the pace against, right? So characters that can do what his best strength is better than him. Characters like, I think Vatista is a good example. Maybe Yuzu also is another example. Like a character who can control space and force him to, you know, get in there and want to do stuff, right? Like he normally is the one that controls the pace of the match. And when it's the other character doing that, he doesn't always love it. I mean, as you can see here, compared to the other matchups where he gets to, you know, play slow and uses big normals, he sort of has to approach. But Byakuya is a very good character, and even though he may not control the neutral, if he gets in, obviously, always the threat of hitting you and just smoking you in one sequence with this kind of situation right here. Oh, that happens sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work out, you don't get it, the scaling doesn't work, you can just get the OTG web instead, and you get the low reset. We take those. Command throw for the web on the ground. Whip punish into the web. Beautiful confirm. Game 1 goes to Big Black. That was perfect. When you get the hit there, you have to remember that the web above you is going to combo, right? So in those sequences, you have to like hit them, let them pop into the web, and then dash up. So switch right away. Londrekia here. This is a big one. And then the dash up early. I think we're going to see a little bit more Fox of trying to fight on the ground here, right? So before it's like you control space with projectiles. You have ways to keep Byakuya out. Now, Lon, he can do a bit more pressuring himself, yeah, so... This is a bit more he can battle on the ground, and instead Big Black can kind of play slower and look for your own whip punishing and stuff and deal with Lon that way. Alright, good blocks on the Rekka. Yeah, get some extra damage on the throw. 2k off the throw. Although, you know, in a match with Byakuya, when you see a throw leading to some damage, it's not that big of a deal. Man. And the rising jump pressure again. Help. This time goes for the walk under. I like that option. You're down so low on life here, though. No, like, what are you going to do? The interrupt. Okay. Time, though, is a big factor. Even though you got this hit, are you even going to spend the bar, given that there's 20 seconds left? Okay. Web set takes some time, too. That is so bad, though. I'm not sure that there's still not time. Even if you get grid broken and the throw hits and all this, like, oh, the low hits. The time. Can super kill in time? Maybe it's close. 1 second left on the clock. Not enough. That was so close. Like, it's harder to get much closer in terms of the time. No! Okay, we're back. Everything's fine. Oh, the time. Man, that was almost it. Almost all the way back. Ooh, spacing outside that 2C range. Whiff on the throw. Oh, miss on the freeze, actually. That's really big. That's meter gone, counter hit, dash B starter, and a little drop on the 5C, but we'll take a little anti-air action. Damage is great here, too. Obviously, super starter into CS is humongous. Oh, and the DP on wake up. That is a nasty feeling. When you see your opponent up there doing an overhead on your low shield, you're like, uh-oh. Oh, drop. And a 2A challenge. Looking low. Trying to find the hit here, but Big Black's defenses look great. I love the dash up, walk back, trying to bait out a button, trying to bait a whiff. You know, looking for an opportunity there. Backing up. Yeah, still gonna sandwich there. There's only 15 seconds left on the clock. We're chilling here. Yeah, you're running out of time. You're running out of space. What can you do there? No. Well played there for Fox. So the switch to Lon working out. How often do we see these matches almost on time, right? Time being such a big issue so consistently here. And I think it's just the pace, right? The pace that Byakuya wants to play, pace that Big Black wants to play. Very patient. Hit here early. The corner is a great spot to be. Runs up. Does not try throw this time. Okay, so a lot of the other times Big Black was doing dash throw there. Right, so that is that's a big deal. Trying to look to see if that was going to be the option. I like that backdash instead. Spinning some bar to get some frames. Ooh. The Aaron DP, why not sometimes? Dashes up. Finds a big low. And at this point too, you know, I think Foxup was kind of not always committing first in those scenarios, so I kind of like running up and just doing something there and saying like, hey, like, are you going to do it? Nice. 5-8 challenge, gets the side swap. It's a big drop. Could have been the corner, could have been the webs. Big Black's on a deficit here. You kind of need that hit, and that's going to be the round because of it. Ouch. That confirm really needed to be into the corner, into web set, into whatever, right? I like it. Stagger on the Rekka. Then afterwards just goes, yeah, I'm willing to challenge. Gonna go for the DP. Why not? Overhead Rekka, starter. You're in a great spot here. Yeah, throw. Extra damage on that. Thanks to that projectile helping you out in the background. Same. You're feeling great about this. Pressure's looking fantastic for Foxup. Spend some bar. The dash block up. Break on the throw, but look at the deficit here. Okay, this is big. Baits the DP. Goes for a first option there on knockdown too. That was a big risk. All right, can we make this work? Is the question. Stands up into the web. And the DP again! That is humongous. Oh man, that's the kill. Just like that. Man, all the way back. You had, you know, that little bit of life. There was 80 seconds on the clock, and it worked all the way out. And the dash B counter hit starter drops the combo. That was supposed to be dash under 5C, and instead you got dash C. That went the wrong way for a nasty little drop, and now you find yourself in the corner. Looking for more stagger pressure here. Blocks that overhead. Gave up a lot of space. Just backed up and said, all right, I'm going to let you challenge with whatever you want to challenge. And gets the cycle. Just right at that last little bit there. It was very close. First hit Rekka. Goes for the throw. Ay. Seen that so many times this tournament, and I got to imagine it feels bad every time as Foxup cleans it up after that humongous comeback. Humongous comeback the round before there from Big Black. Now set point here, tournament point for Foxup for a nice little trip down to Chicago. Get some deep dish pizza. Relax in that venue. Have an excellent time. Get some cheese curds. You know how it goes. And the more and more we see this set go on, the more it feels like Big Black has not been able to kind of like wrestle control of this mid-range in the same way that he's been like kind of doing it in the other sets. Yeah, like, oh, hits like this. They just keep adding up. Look at the corner carry, by the way. It doesn't matter where you get hit. Like, you just get carried all the way over. And unfortunate there too, the low shield gets thrown. Another throw for your trouble. Gets counter hit as well. Ay. Yeah, this will be the kill here. You've got meter to spend. CS to get a little bit back. Keep the change. Oh, and just starts off raw Rekka, the confirm, all the way into the corner. You've got meter here for the setup after. Doesn't go for it, just takes the extra damage. You know, you get frozen, you're stuck in the corner. Ooh, 5A. Big challenge. This is huge. Web sets. This has kind of got to work out here. Ah, 2C counter hit. No, the web was gone. Raw assault. We take those. Welcome to the internet. Doesn't spend any bar though. Wake up. Ah. That is brutal. All this meter to work with. Gets thrown for your troubles. Set out the ice again. Another throw. Not quite enough. Same scenario. This time the break. Oh. You're so low on life. You've got meter though, but you need it really to count the shield. 5A. Shielding again, the 5A. You also have long DP to worry about here. This time backdashes instead. Ooh, half charge. Does not go overhead. Time ticking. 9 seconds on the clock. And the 5A punish. Fox of your champion here of the very first Choose Your Fighter. And taking a nice little trip over to Combo Breaker. Congratulations and thanks to both players for sliding through. Damn, it was down to the wire. That was such a close set. Every hit too. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Well played, well played. Very well played. I think kind of the finals we expected to see looking at the players before the tournament, but damn. Thank you for picking Linne theme as well. You guys are very nice for that. Congratulations. Hopefully you have a lovely time over at CB. Make sure that you get some nice pizza, you know, you have some delicious food. Congrats on your prizing. Smash EG will pay out everybody who got paid today, top 3. I will pay out all of the lovely tournament staff and people who helped make this happen. Thanks everybody for stopping by. It's very nice of you. Hey, I have a question, by the way, chat. For those of you who've never seen Uni before, what did you think? Or were you surprised that it was cool? Were you like, oh, this game is like pretty interesting? Or were you like, did you think it was going to be different? What was your expectations? You know what I mean? I think the game is a blast to watch. It's really cool. It's a really, really, really cool game. I highly recommend it. Keep in mind, by the way, that there's going to be a vote for the next event. So next weekend, we're running Skullgirls. The weekend after, by the way, we're going to be running whatever's up for the voting. So the voting is going to open up. You guys can all vote for a new game. Just keep an eye on my Twitter, and I'll be talking about it in my chat. You can vote for whatever is going to be the first CEO qualifier. The first 2 are CB events, so obviously our Uni champ, Foxup, gets to go to CB. Our Skullgirls champion next week gets to go to CB. Then the other 3 champs get to go over there to CEO. So that's the plan.